Let me remind us of the last time we were playing. You guys are currently hired to protect this diplomat who is from like an African country, like province where they use magic. I mean, he's trying to teach people magic and not in a way like we're gonna teach everything to you. No, it's a way of you have to train real hard to uh, gain simple techniques of magic. And they're very like peaceful like region. Weapons and technology are not used much there.
So basically, this version of Wakanda.
Well, Wakanda was like technology advanced, if I'm correct. They were like, yeah. So it's that done with magic. So yeah, maybe I'm not. I don't know much about Wakanda. I know some stuff about it.
Yeah.
It's basically swap out magic with technology, and you got Wakanda.
Yeah, like the thing with Wakanda, I think it was like a high target for the metal they have there, and this place is just a place, right? Nobody would like once they maybe have some magic stuff there, but if it's high, they just destroy it or keep it somewhere else. It's not like they have stuff people want there. Like, yeah. If you want to steal magic stuff, you probably go to another spot. Like, there's other places where magic is. Like, maybe your old house for... like, for Max's old house. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, magic. Yeah, I actually do have a magic tower, actually, but it's been confiscated. Shit.
Yeah, something like that. Who is messing with all the stuff?
Guess
I'm trying to move
by color.
No.
Colors.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm just gonna go to. Let me see here.
Oh yeah, nice stealth change, brah.
Ah, damn it! I can't move.
Oh, I'm gonna put you all on the background layer, so.
Fine with me.
So that this doesn't happen. Except for the Kermit. Kermit can stay. So, you guys are hired to protect him as well as his son, because he's visiting New Berlin. To as a diplomat, he's probably helping some companies, especially those focused on more ecological. Which is the company he's currently helping is called Green Evolutions. You guys were you put him up in a hotel where Entropy is mostly dressing as him and his son to keep targets away from the real person you're having. Night Stalker, formerly Night Stalker, now known as Shadowhawk. It's more like the leader of the group. He's fixing most of the stuff. Then we have, I'm still getting used to the names. Help me out here. Magus. Oh yeah, Magus.
Yep.
Magus, you're like a little bit resenting this guy. It's when you don't like to be in this group. How that's you don't like as well because you're being blackmailed to be here.
And I'll have you know you're missing one very important person.
Yeah, Kermit the fucking Frog.
So there's like a lot of resentment towards this guy.
Good. Let the hatred flow through you.
Jib, stop.
I don't know if
keep going.
Is this Jib or is this some music thing he has? I don't know.
It's Jib. He does
so good.
Kermit the Frog.
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing. I love you, Jib.
It sounded like actual real.
It did.
Okay, but so yeah, that's
oh my god.
Jib's character, who is not Kermit, who is
fucking amazing though.
Yeah.
How life like that sounded.
Who is W.I.P, and W.I.P is this digital entity, which currently, you're on the background for this mission. You're making sure everything is being well done. You're doing some hijinks, but yeah, you don't have a body. So you are highly, you need to stuff around the persons to help you, and that's the last thing we we saw was where you guys he was giving a speech in a park, and Whip found out there were some fake birds. Magus figured out there were fake birds, and Whip
Yeah,
got
but
straight
everybody
on.
decided to ignore me because I'm the crazy magic guy. Well,
You
sometimes
have had
crazy
it. I was about to
right.
say you've had a fucking thing. You've pretty much proving yourself to be the crazy magic guy.
Actually, if you'll remember right, the moment you said something about it, I turned on my detective mode and
Yeah, it's Nighthawk or Shadowhawk, or I forget what the fuck your name is.
Shadowhawk, yeah.
Shadowhawk is the only one who believes me, and for that I owe him my life. That's how that works.
Except, of course, that you apparently don't like him.
Nah, it's not him I don't like. It's that one guy from the Magic Nation whom I want to violently murder because magic is our thing. Damn it!
So Whip took out the drones after you guys noticed it, but then they were flying down. You guys stopped them from going off. One exploded in the air because of a boomerang from Shadowhawk, and the other two were caught by giant entropy. But since entropy grows giant, he gets like real dumb. And he took the bombs to the water, but he tripped, and he damaged the person. Like he broke someone's arm. So the guy was real scared. He tried to like flee from the scene, but you wanted to heal his arm, and you healed his arm, which became really buff. Like not like super human buff, right? It's just for a human, it's pretty buff. And the guy,
looks like he stole one of Arnold back in Terminator 1 era's arms, you'd say?
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. So yeah, Magus, you flew off with the guy as protecting him. That was your instinct, was to grab this guy and fly off. The kid was being taken off mostly by the guards, probably with an eye of Whip from above or somewhere, because he almost sees everything. So that's where we get back, and we go back to Magus, because you're flying away on this field of like energy you create. If I'm correct, this is energy field where you're standing on.
Yeah, it's a sort of disc of which I stand on. It's a platform.
Yeah, magical platform.
That allows me to fly.
Yeah, so the guy's on there. You guys fly off. Maybe you hear some explosions in the background because you hear the bombs going off. So there's some shock on his face, and you guys are like maybe waiting just for the intercoms, and like it takes a while for people's like, oh, everyone's safe, everybody got away, nobody got hurt, or I mean there are no casualties at least. His son is being brought to safety. Did you guys in case of this, did you plan something to go somewhere? Is it going back to the hotel or back to your base, or is it like the church part you're going?
Currently, like, are you asking me where I take the guy, or are you asking everybody?
It's like what you guys like. You probably would have planned something in advance. What would that be? And that maybe mostly directed maybe to Shadowhawk, who's maybe controlling most of the things, but.
Yeah, at this point, I would be in radio contact with security, asking them where the hell they're taking the kid, and be trying to set up a rendezvous.
No, that's not what I'm asking. Like, what did you? Cause Magus, he's going like somewhere. His task, he got a guy, and he's flying to where you guys, in this case. Well, that's what probably you guys are thinking where he's going. So that's my question. What are you thinking Magus is going? I don't say Magus is going there. I'm asking you what's the place you think Magus is going during the plan?
Yeah, because we didn't think of like plan for this.
I was going to say I didn't even think of that for some reason.
None of us did.
No, but your characters probably did, right? Like in a case something goes wrong, what's our safe spot? I'm not asking what you guys thought of.
Back at the hotel, probably.
Okay, so the Magus knows like if something goes wrong, you go back to the hotel, which for you is the decoy hotel, because you have 2 hotel rooms, and you only know about the decoy room.
Yeah, same with security, so they'd be getting took back to the default one.
Yeah, we'll get to that in 1 and 2 in a second, but that's... So, Magus, what are you doing with this guy? He's very, like, thankful that you saved him, but he's also worried. That's all he heard from that the sun is being, like, guarded, and the explosions went off, there's no one to see. So there's some relief, but he's still worried. He looks at you and he says, well, thank you, Magus.
Don't thank me just yet. I'm liable to drop you. I'm wondering why exactly he's more thankful towards me for saving him than he is not about me. You figured he'd be, I don't know, the least bit concerned.
For what? Sorry, you feel. For
his son.
Yeah, like, so it's kind of sad that his son is safe. There's like not much he can, like, he trusts those guys, right? There's maybe some extra security you guys don't know of, but he's just thanking you, because especially since he knows, this guy knows you resent him. And even though you resent him, you still saved him, right? It would be a perfect moment for you to do something. But if you do something now, everybody knows it's probably Magus' fault because he took him away.
Yeah, because I'm the only one here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, one last question. Isn't this guy the decoy that I have with me?
No. Entropy is Entropy grew big. Entropy was normally the decoy, but he grew big. So his speeches he does himself, because Entropy can't learn this guy's speeches, right? The decoy thing is something mostly what Shadowhawk came up with. This guy is like
to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, it's just distractions, and this guy is like okay with it. But he still has to do his own shit, right? He's like, I'm not gonna be like use the decoy for everything, cause.
Okay. In which case, yeah, just take his ass back to the hotel via the balcony per usual, and I hide him up in his. Do I know where his actual room is, or am I taking him like to his decoy room because that's the only room I know he's in?
Yeah, so
the decoy room.
Yeah, it's the only room I know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I take him back to the decoy room. And,
so yeah, he
lock the doors.
So yeah, you're like the first one back to this hotel. Because the others are still on their way. There's first things you don't see. You maybe do like a quick look. You don't see anyone there. When you try to put him in his room, it's like no. I want to wait here for my son, like in the living room.
Nah, I shove him in his room. This is a matter of utmost importance, and you a matter of utmost security. So, get in your room.
So you just do you use physical? Do you use magic to throw him into his room, or?
I mean, depends. Would he defend himself if I did?
Yeah. He's not gonna go in his room. He wants to see his son. Wait, his son out. So, at least outside of his room. So he's trying. If you're gonna do use physical.
So he is concerned. In which case, I ask him that at the very least he stays behind me at all times. Or near me, because I have the Mystic Shield up thing.
Sure. Yeah, he's okay with that. Like, if he says, look, just stand between me and the window, and he will just sit on the chair, put on the news, grab his phone, like, put it down somewhere. Maybe he sends out some personal drones he has, like, to keep tabs and stuff.
Okay. In which case, yeah, sure. Just stay in the living room. Ignore my fucking advice. Go ahead. Yeah, that's fine. But at least stay near me. So he's near me. The doors are all locked. Windows are all locked. Everything is warded to the 9th degree. So it's fine.
So yeah, we are back to the guards. The guards, they put the kid inside of the limo. Because that's all they know, right? They know to use the limo. They're driving off also back to the hotel. The traffic is better because you for this day you made sure there was like the system was on from traffic lights to go a little bit faster for you guys and like keep others around you like going slower. But yeah, the only one actually with them right now, because your guys had to handle the bomb, these guys ran off immediately, is W.I.P. So W.I.P, you're in the limo, like, well, you're everywhere, so you're around the limo, you're in the limo. The bodyguards, they're looking like a little bit weird. They're protecting this kid, but they're not used to protecting kids. They're like used to protecting adults, and they probably haven't seen like much action. These bodyguards don't get to see like much of this. So maybe they're being too overprotective, and maybe it freaks the kid out a little bit. They're not trying to calm him down; they're just making him more and more paranoid with the things they're saying. Is there anything you want to do with? Do you want to let them know you're with them, or you can take over the car even if you want? There's like lots of stuff you can do. Jip is typing something. So. Hold on a second. I mean, it says he's typing.
Jib? Jib?
I'm done.
Kermie, are you there?
Hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Kermie, baby, we love you.
Oh, man.
Kermie, please come back to me.
I type stuff.
Oh, that's right. That's extremely slow.
Never mind. Well, so yeah, you're giving this simple message.
Listen, I have to type slow when every button next to tab is broken and I have to go find letters to copy and paste.
Oh my god, what? Just take your fucking computer to the nerd squad or some shit, dude.
That's real bad. We'll go into that later, like what happened to your laptop, but yes.
I have to copy and paste the letter A, Q, 1, tab, tilde, and caps locks.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
Just skip.
Not including several other keys that I have yet to mention.
Just skip cap locks. I mean.
Yeah.
I just use shift, but yeah. I mean, at the same time, I can't exactly do a capital A.
Sure.
Oh god.
Or an exclamation mark.
You want me to just, or I'll tell you what, man. Send me a P.O. box.
No. I don't send me anything. I'm just gonna replace the computer soon enough.
Sure. So yeah, you send in this message. And yeah, these guys don't get less paranoid by this. They know it's you. So maybe like one of them is like calming down, but the other guys are still like fucking paranoid. Like the driver, he's not one of the guards. He was just hired to drive this limo. Some explosions went off, so yeah, he's gunning it. He's like putting his foot full on the gas. No, trying not to get into an accident, but some of the no, he takes some what are they called? No, oh man, normally I know this word. Yeah, he's just driving like real bad in this limo, hitting some stuff, like not people, right? He just drives off from the park and he maybe hits like a garbage can or that kind of stuff. So yeah, your guys are heading back. Probably you also got a message from what's her name?
Magus.
Yeah, from Magus, but also from Miss Bouchard. Like she's probably been looking on also on the TV, just making sure that everything's okay and is being handled. She's like being very strict. Like take him somewhere safe. We'll regroup. She's probably sending some extra guards. So she's telling you this, Magus. Like I'm sending maybe some normal cops to the hotel, like just on the ground level, some protection there, so the cars come in.
Oh, yes, because normal police officers are totally going to work against a magic threat. Perfectly fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, like, I mean, you don't know if it's a magical threat, right? Because they send in, like, technological birds. It's not really, like, a magical.
Oh, in which case, yeah, no, the argument still applies. Like, this is clearly out of the league of normal cops.
You don't know. I mean, you guys haven't examined the shit yet, right?
Yeah,
Metal
although
birds.
she never said normal cops. As far as we know, they could be sending the
I mean, like,
version of Metropolis's SCU or something.
the cops have, like, good technology, right? And they're not gonna send, like, the noobs or stuff, or the old guys. They're gonna send some good stuff they have. Like, some of these guys are just highly advanced. Some even have, like, upgrades or less supernatural powers. I mean, they get, like, boosts and stuff people created. Because security in, like, a world with superheroes, they're gonna get upgrades, like, fast. If you have to go after supervillains, we're
I mean, shit, they better.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, at least give them, like, a stable version of Venom or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have that yet. I mean, there's like, that's also our first arc, something as that was being created. So maybe it will be in the future available. But yeah, they have some, like, stuff to their disposal, especially because you must get the cops here. They're like army private sometimes. There's private army police. So if they want, they can set a tank in front of the building. They're not gonna do that in this case, but yeah, they have tanks, stuff. They have all that shit available. I see that Reggie is back. Are you?
Hello.
Hey, Reggie.
Baby, welcome back.
So yeah, let's.
I was just staying quiet so everything could happen.
Yeah, that's no problem. So we go back to you in the park. You just shrunk back again. The guy was running. You healed his arm. Shadowhawk came in to like calm the people down. People, like, most of the people have run away by now. The guy you were hurting, he's like running as well. Maybe less afraid because he looks at his arm for a moment, and then he also, like, I know I'm still, like, in this zone where explosions just went on. He also, like, runs away. Everybody's running away. It's getting very, like, empty.
Yeah, like, if he took a moment to consider asking if he could do the other arm and then ran off saying, I'll catch him later.
My character is just gonna look around very sadly and say, I didn't mean to hurt him. I mean, I was just,
It's cool, man.
I'd pat Entropy on the back and say, look, accidents happen. Why do you think superheroes have to have insurance?
Collateral damage jokes.
Anyway, where's the guy? Where's he?
Magus, you mean? Or the guy I'm guarding?
Yeah, he means the guy you're guarding.
The diplomat.
Oh, in which case he's with me.
No, I don't.
I'd let Entropy know that Magus grabbed him, took off. At which point I'd radio Magus to try to find out where he took him to.
You do realize he hates him, right?
I do.
Yep.
Extremely.
All the more reason to find out why he took, or where he took him there. Get in my car, or get in the. I still do not have a name for my vehicle yet.
The guy, the diplomat's name, you mean?
No. So, do you come over to Magus, like Magus, where he's taking?
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you say, Magus?
Me, I just tell him not to worry. Everything is fine. There's no need to worry.
We need to rendezvous, so let me know where you're at, so that I can get Entropy there.
Oh, okay. In which case, I tell him I'm at the hotel room. Though should I Do I tell him it's the decoy room, or
You don't
I
know.
don't know it's the
You don't know
right?
it's the decoy room. You just know it's the hotel.
All right.
Room.
All right. So I just say the hotel room.
Yeah.
And since literally only myself and Entropy would know that that's the decoy one, I'd pretty much just load Entropy into the car and drive over.
Yeah. Does Entropy do this? Like, are you getting in the car or?
Yeah, he honestly is just doing whatever Shadowhawk says at the moment. He seems kind of sad at the moment, but otherwise he's just listening to Shadowhawk.
Yeah. So you're just somewhere else in your mind. You're just taking commands. You see he's sad. You're not really 100% there.
Mm-hmm.
Like Whip, you see this all. You are with the bodyguards, but you're as well with Magus in the room. You're also with these guys in the car. So yeah, that's kind of confusing. But you're everywhere. So yeah, you guys head off. What's the plan? Where are you heading off towards the hotel room? Because you probably can get to the limousine earlier than to the hotel room. Because you can probably get there faster than them.
Yeah, it's inside the hotel.
Actually, my current plan is to basically catch up with the limo and then go with it to wherever, or go with it to the hotel room.
Okay, so yeah, that's what you're doing. You're getting there. And what has happened in the hotel room by now? They probably like clicked on video in the limo, so we can see the son in the limo talking to his father. Even though there's like this moment that these guys are treating this his boy real bad, so he's happy to see his father, but there's still not much worry on this kid. He's not crying. He doesn't seem like very like he's just very calm. Essentially, he's just very calm about this. Like he's calmer than his dad, and he has to calm his dad maybe. So he's like, "Don't worry, father. We'll be at the hotel like in a few minutes."
Hey, I would you know how Skype has those little like tiny boxes in the corner for other people in the chat. I would pop up in the chat and introduce myself as their quote unquote eye in the sky, and would happily answer any questions that they have.
So yeah, maybe the father directs like, what's the ETA of his arrival?
I would mention that I have made sure that all traffic has been halted except for these two vehicles, so they should arrive as soon as possible. And then I would give the exact number, unless there are any modifiers that I would add in.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's you try to shut down all traffic, but since there was like a bomb in the park, like people try to get the traffic up again because they want to get people away as fast as possible from there. Like some people are going there, like police is going there, and most of the cars are automatic and you can control, but you can't control like people who still like drive like older cars, with just manual driving. But still, if you put on all the traffic and all the cars, they can't get very far. But yeah, you're the fastest thing almost in the city right now, which is driving, because flying stuff, there's still flying stuff around, but you make sure that they don't get near the limos, like all the drones like fly in an arc around where you guys are and stuff like that.
Listen, I can turn this whole if it becomes a problem, I can easily just turn this into one of those initial D memes, and they just start, doing those ridiculous drifting turns and whatnot.
Deja vu.
Something, this place before.
You don't know the actual song? Jesus.
I don't. Man, not all Europeans know fucking Eurobeat songs, okay? You goddamn racist.
So
I thought you were Southern, to be fair.
I am actually French.
You sound Southern.
You don't act like a the stereotypical French person.
You're goddamn right I don't.
Okay, so we see this father sitting on the couch, protected by maggots, and on the screen we see his son like suddenly like stop, and he watches outside and he's like, "Oh, we're here, father," and they're getting up to go outside. There's not like many reporters at this point, but some of the cops are already here, like in their. It's more like they look like soldiers, these guys. So there's maybe high technical soldiers. So they're wearing some great metal body armor and stuff. They have more advanced guns. Yeah, and you guys Entropy and Shadowhawk are also. Is there like a plan you made up in the car, Shadowhawk? Or it's just everybody up to the hotel room and we'll figure stuff out there?
Right now I'm currently figuring get everyone to the hotel room, at which point get the father and son into an area where, or along with Entropy, where we can make the switch. At which point we have the Entropy doubles come out.
So yeah, so the plan is first go up to the room. So that's all my question. So yeah, you guys head up to the room. Not shortly after you, another car arrives, and Miss Bishaw also runs out and goes upstairs as well. So you guys get in. The father sees his son, hugs his son. He cries. The son is just very calm again. He's like, "It's okay, father. Everything's fine." And again,
I'm questioning who's the adult in this relationship.
It's me. I'm not even a part of this relationship, and it's me.
Oh man.
So he looks around. He thanks every one of you personally. So grabs your hands with two hands and shakes it. Like, thank you.
Don't fucking touch me, you goddamn.
Of course, Megan.
You damn dirty apes!
No, that's racist. They're black.
I didn't know.
They're from Africa.
I didn't know.
She specifically said they're from a magical African nation.
I forgot.
He did.
Then again,
seeing race.
you've also got to consider that it would also be racist nowadays to say just because they're from Africa, they've got to be black.
I mean, there's only like one place in Africa that I can name not being black, and that's like Cape
Question:
Town.
Can we just not worry about it and keep moving on?
Yeah. Just so you know, last time I did say they were black, but okay, we're not gonna get into there further. So yeah, he thanks you guys. So Magus is like,
while we're at it.
Oh, actually, wait. Sven, one last question.
Sure.
In this world, in the magical community, is there an insult for like non-magic users, like Muggle to Harry Potter? What is the equivalent of that?
That's the thing, right? I think some orders do. I mean, this guy probably won't have such a word. But yeah, you probably do. I mean, I
probably do.
You probably have something for like Muggles, but you also have like normal people learning magic. There's probably some other insults. There's like a lot of insults like personally thought of by you over those thousands of years, really.
In fact, I'm just gonna make one up right now. Just lame blood. There you go.
Lame blood?
Yeah, like versus mage blood.
You were what? Fucking like 30 million fucking year ancient asshole?
I'm 300,000 years old. Yes.
That's a translation. Like at first it was Latin.
And a 300,000-year-old person came up with fucking lame blood?
Man, I've not changed my ways. I've not changed my ways in 300,000 years. I'm not about to start now.
What the fuck? Alright.
Get over it. Anyway, don't fucking touch me, you lame blood sympathizer. Get out of my sight.
Once more, you're not even the same blade. You're not even the same species as us.
I am a Neanderthalic mage.
Yep. So yeah, Miss Bashar comes shortly after you guys. It's like, okay. Well, at least great job, guys. Nobody got hurt. Well, there's nobody at the hospital.
There's one guy whose arm we broke, but that's
you don't know that. You were gone. You were gone.
I don't know that. Entropy does. He's the guilty party here.
Yeah, it's like there's no one went to the hospital. You saved him, but we have to come up with a new plan. There's gonna be some new structures in the things. Well, we have to discuss this with you, of course, and she talks to him. Like there's probably gonna be some certain understanding that if you just want to leave, go back home instead of. And then he speaks up. No, I'm here for a purpose. I'm not gonna let any terrorists trying to scare me off.
So everyone here would greatly appreciate if you did.
Maybe. that is a point. But that's like a superhero thing. Like almost every superhero creates his own villain. I mean, like we're grateful you're here, but if you went over to the other city, maybe we had less problems.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the normal comic trope, right? That's with every.
That's basically it.
Because Batman started stopping crime, but after all, the villains just came after him.
It just got worse and worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he got rid of the mafia and he got the Joker, Mr. Freeze.
Yep.
Pure and simple. Every time you try to stop crime, crime escalates. So.
Yep.
So we should just not stop crime, right? No, that's not the answer.
I mean, if you could de-escalate crime greatly, that'd be a big help.
Yeah, but you still need people protecting the people.
Yep. So yeah, they're gonna make some new plans, and your guys gonna be involved. Like he had two important things on his important things on his schedule. One, he was being invited to a concert. One thing, he was invited to a party, which he does have to attend, because he also was gonna give a speech there. It's more like what's it called? Where they gather money at this party. I don't know, charity.
Charity fund. Yeah, like a fundraiser.
Fundraiser, yeah, that's searching for.
Charity ball.
Charity ball. Well, and they had some free time planned in to be filled in by you guys. So
sweet.
Their new idea for what's going on here, since how things happened, is this guy is gonna. Well, first let's go about the fundraiser. The fundraiser is gonna be at a different place, and it's gonna be more secretive of where it's gonna be. So they're still like acting like you're using the decoy hotel. They're still using like the original place as a decoy, and they're going to a secret spot to hold the fundraiser, and all the fun people who were invited will get like a last second invite to go to a certain spot. So they will get like different, first go here, then go there, like weird instructions to get to the new spot. That's essentially what's going to happen. But then it's the concert, and the question is here is, are they still gonna go? And if they're gonna go, how they will go. This guy, he's talking about, he has magic, so he can give himself a magical disguise, both for him and his son. The question is, are you guys are you up to also still protecting his concert? Or you guys know it's not gonna happen. We're not up to that job.
I'm more than willing to help out with the concert or to ensure security for the concert.
So okay, this is like a group decision, right? So one vote for yes.
2 votes for yes, just because I want to do a thing.
Sure.
Man, you sound so fucking depressed about it.
My character is not very happy right now, so.
So yeah.
I'm indifferent to it all.
So one abstained. So yeah, then it's like the group decision. Like Miss Bouchard is probably against, but since you're okay with it, she's like okay then. She entropy. She's like, can I talk to you for a second in the room over there? Can we talk in private?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, sure, no problem.
So yeah, you guys walk off. She's like, Entropy, you look sad. You did good today. What's up? She's like, again, she's a very neutral, like no emotion on her face and
Right.
her voice.
My character will just say, it's nothing. I kind of hurt somebody and I just feel bad for it, about it.
Oh yeah, I heard. Well, try not to feel that bad. I think he's okay, but I will look into it for you. See that he gets proper, things you need.
I appreciate that. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it later. And
Are you seriously feeling guilt over the guy you broke his arm?
My character is, yes.
Your character, okay, I suppose. That's
like if you break, like even if you're not a character here, right? If you were a normal person and you would accidentally break someone's arm, you will feel awful. Well, now it's the case you're trying to save them, sure, but you can still like feel awful about it. I get that.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense, especially since Entropy is a person who can do like this, like all of the stuff, like different. So maybe you were like, oh man, I should have done this differently.
Mm-hmm. He's just feeling guilty because honestly, he's not much of a kind of person to hurt people if he can help it. And he straight up didn't mean to fucking hurt that guy.
Ugh.
So yeah.
Do you too? Yeah.
So yeah, you guys, you're making new plans. Maybe this is a good occasion also to talk about his free time. What you guys are want to do with him and his son. So they're already going to a concert, so another music thing wouldn't make too much sense. So yeah, what do you guys want to do with this person?
Yeah, at this point, I'd talk to him and be like, I'm sorry, I was trying to work some time in where you and your son could go and do something, basically just the two of yourselves. But after this first attack, I'd have to advise against it. I mean, concerts, one thing. I mean, that's a major PR thing. But I'd seriously have to advise against how can I put this, sightseeing the city, keeping in a magical disguise at this point.
So yeah, you see, it talks in like, and the father's like, yeah, I understand, and the son, he also like, yeah, I understand, but there's like, this is like when we see him a little bit sad. Like he doesn't go like immediately sad. It's just like this little like, he's just this calm person. Now he went a little sad when you said, we're not.
I'd look at him and say, "Don't worry, we could arrange for you guys to come back incognito, be able to visit the city, go around it like a regular father and son, on a vacation."
So yeah, Miss Bichon come out of the room from where she was with Entropy. She's like, let's first like, well, everyone sit down. We're all standing. Just everybody take a seat, and we'll discuss things further. First things first. Does anybody have an idea he was behind this? And she especially looks at the guy. And he's like, well, I have lots of enemies who are against these kind of stuff. Even like some big companies are not don't really like the rules Green what's his name? Green Evolutions is doing currently, because it's gonna cost them a lot of money if they make some of the new innovations. But some people are against what I stand for with my problems with what we do with magic. He like looks a little bit too maggots. Like,
Cough. I want to murder you both.
My character will pull out an entire bag of cough drops and say, "Here."
I take the cough drop bag and put it in my cloak. Because I came prepared for that.
I give enlightening statistics about
at
how
this
many people have died
point-
through cough drops.
At this point, I'm going to mention to Mr. Shaw, or hold up for a second. Did the other two birds explode in the water?
Yeah, you know that they did explode, but their remnants are being recovered at the moment because there's still some like
I was
shrapnel left.
mentioning to her that that there should be plenty of remnants of birds
Yeah,
in
so
the off of the park, or well, in what's left of the park's lake, for them to be able to figure out what's or who might have sent them.
yeah, so there were 3 birds. 2 fell in the water when they exploded. So because they fell in the water, they're probably more like complete, like more still intact than the other one. And they're probably easier to find than the one that like exploded near the stage. So yeah, there are currently some like police, diving that shit up and getting the information you will get like in time.
I'm glad that me going to the water actually helped out with that. I mean, I'm missing a finger from it, but whatever.
Are you really missing a finger?
My character will just hold up his hand and he's just straight up missing his middle finger.
So yeah, so you show that and like there's like shock on like Mr. Shaw and his face, and the son he runs off to the toilet to puke, like.
Oh, sorry. My character quickly hides his hand behind his other hand.
So everybody is like, "Are you okay?" I mean.
Oh yeah, it'll grow back in like a day or so.
If you want, I could fix you a finger from that bookshelf right here.
What? No, it'll be fine.
Okay.
So like there's like people like watching at the bookshelves, like looking at you, like.
Oh yeah, looking in the bookshelves, like how the fuck would you get a finger out of that? What?
I'm amazed.
Made out of paper?
I'm amazed. Don't fucking judge me how I do things.
But he can like it could be also talking about enemies. I've made a few, I've been doing some jobs like you guys, like protecting people, trying to help people, trying to get some villains. Like I have some magic to try to get some villains with who have superpowers. I help with that, so I have a lot of enemies. Can't really pinpoint anyone at this point. It could be so many.
I take a cough drop.
Maybe you're like biting on it like real live. Like,
yeah, like
crunch.
Roll to make sure you don't choke on it.
Like you can't choke on shit that you crunch, can you?
Yeah,
maybe at this point it's like he looks around and he's like, should we be here, by the way? Was this place safe? And like looks around.
Yes, I'm insulted you ask such a thing.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to insult you, but I haven't been here. They kept me on the other side of the road, and at the toe, and he's like, oh, don't point. He's like, over there. And he tries to.
I ask, what the fuck does he mean by that?
I look at him and say, decoy room. I didn't get
son of a bitch
out of beforehand, and
you kept me in the dark about it. You sneaky motherfucker! I'm so proud of you. You knew I'd try to murder him.
Look, I did not have a secure place to talk to you about this. I didn't get to talk to you before we deployed. So
don't give me your excuses. You'll just ruin my happiness. I'm happy that you didn't tell me. You knew I'd try to murder him. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you.
I mean, to be fair, if you had murdered him, it would have been you murdering me. My character will then just become the fucking guy. Hi.
I would have found out sooner or later, but I'm happy I found out this way. Well, actually, no, I'm not, but you get the point.
Like,
So yeah, that's
Miss
fun.
Bouchon maybe whispers to Entropy, like, he took that better than I thought.
I'm secretly planning how to kill you all tonight.
Yep.
Ah,
So yeah, that's nothing. Like, can I? So this place is maybe safer, or what we're gonna do? We're gonna move back to the other room.
At this point, I'm thinking it might be safest to bring him back to the base, or bring him back to the base itself.
Sure.
Be honest.
Yeah, that's completely allowed.
yeah.
Like, now you have you have reason to do that now, right? Because there was an attack on him, so. So Miss Michelle's like, okay, we can take him to base, but I can't allow you to take those eight guards with you.
I'd say to her that's no problem. That's no problem. I can take them on the vehicle, and if we could arrange payment for them, we could have them meet us at the next, or we could have them meet up at Entropy's and send out the decoys with them again.
Yeah, so you're just saying to them, just guys, go back to your office, and we'll call you to where you don't have to be 24/7 agents anymore. We're still gonna pay you for the 24/7 hours, but now you're
You
just
better pay me in that Tasmanian double blood.
Yeah,
Sweet,
I'd
sweet
be
elixir.
explaining to them at this point. Right now, we're taking them to a top secret installation. We've got various points in the city. We will let you, or where we can basically spit them out from it at, and we will let you know where to meet up.
All right.
So Entropy asks, is the kid still on the bedroom? He's not in the bedroom because he puked a little bit on himself, so now he's changing clothes in his bedroom. But don't forget, Whip has eyes on him 24/7.
Okay,
Here, so don't think he's being abducted right now.
I didn't want it to be like we're in the other room and he just straight up gets kidnapped because we weren't watching him or some shit.
Yeah, I got your question was something about, like, has he been kidnapped right now just because I'm made him puke? No, that's not
Man, great. That would be my fault too, and he would even feel guiltier. Great.
Yeah, that would have been like a great idea to do, but that's not what happened. So yeah, you guys are heading back to base. How are you getting back? Cause you can't really take the limo, cause then the chauffeur. Well, you could kick the chauffeur out, but you probably have to pay him for his limo.
I'm thinking send Entropy in decoy mode with Miss Pinchaw, and have me follow with what's the real asset in my vehicle.
Sure. Yeah, do you ask him, because he says he can put on a magical disguise for him and his son. Should he do that? Okay, so yeah, he touches his, and yeah, there's like some big alterations. He doesn't look like himself like anymore. He's more, like local looking. It's not like he's still like a man, and the kid still's man. They still wear a suit, but it's just maybe a different kind of suit. It's just a little bit bad than he used to wear. He's white, yeah, so he changed color. And he's probably like maybe an older gentleman, and he can't really change like the age of his son, because that would be too most suspicious. Yeah, his son also gets like a total makeover.
Yeah. Also, before I'd leave, I'd let Miss Pinchaw know about the explosives on the real room store. so that they can be diffused.
Yeah, she know,
And
cause
diffused.
she went over to you like last time. Like, why the
Yeah.
hell are there? She's like, thank you for reminding. Make sure that gets done, because that's yeah. She's like, one thing, and Shadowhawk. Well, like maybe you say this to her when nobody's around, and she will call you. She normally talks to people on their last names. I'm searching a few. So Mr. Johnson, she probably shows Mr. Johnson. I will. Please make sure you don't place explosives in the base. You can put them in up top the base in the hangar, somewhere around it. Please don't
Yeah.
put live explosives inside of the base.
Don't worry, there's no problems. With that, I literally only placed just enough to splinter the door to basically kind of flashbang them.
Yep, sure. So yeah, you guys head off back to your base. Maybe take like some weird a weird route so people who are following you maybe get lost. And you guys are checking up if you're being followed. You don't think it's gonna be. So you get back to the base. You guys go down. Maybe like the boy and the boy's like watching on his like phone. He's like watching videos of what's happening. Like the reporters being
He's getting a suspicious amount of cat videos suggested to him. A unusually large amount of cat videos.
Like yeah, we see him trying to seriously watch this news. Like a cat video pops and he like swipes it away and he's like, and the most horrific thing happened when meow 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 meow. And
God dang it.
after
He just
that,
re-swipes it back.
no about wounded people, we still have searching for and then we see another cat video like playing the piano or something. Like for all like everything they're gonna say something important, like a cat video shows up.
Perfect.
And his father like maybe whispers to one of you guys standing next to him. It's like, yeah, please make sure he can't watch the news. Just keep doing that. Like the more the better. I don't want him to see what's happening.
Everyone looks at each other. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
He probably knows it's you, right? But he doesn't know if a way to communicate you directly how that works. Like he can't like really whisper to you or some way. So yeah, you guys are taking the elevator down.
I would be suggesting cheesy 80s cartoons to send the kid. When he runs out of cat videos.
He gets to watch He-Man and stuff.
Transformers.
Now we're gonna Scooby-Doo.
It's like the ultimate 80s gay erotica.
Roshegi.
Ben. But never mind. So yeah, you guys are going down in the elevator. So the father, like the doors open, and the father, he takes a look around and he's like, yeah, it's safe. I heard some news of your guys having this base. It's not really cozy. Well, it's cozier than I expected. Maybe we see some stuff entry probably like randomly hanged up. And he's like, so you guys, do you guys like it here?
I like it. It's sort of like a home away from home. I've never really had a home, so this is my home.
I had a house, but I blew it up.
Yeah, I'd look in and be like, this area's cozy enough, but I prefer my cave.
He's like,
you're weird.
Like the son like laughs a little bit, like hearing all these stuff. He chuckles a bit.
And at which point I'd invite them down to the cave, actually.
What? Sorry. You're gonna take them to your cave?
Yeah, I'm actually inviting the father and son to the cave to check it out.
So this is the thing. Everybody hears this, and no one ever seen your cave. Like, how do Entropy and Magus react to this?
Every screen will be covered with cats.
My character will just sort of blink a little bit and just sort of like, oh, I wanted to see it too.
Luckily, I don't have screens.
I'd look at Entropy and be like, you can come also. I mean, it's pretty much an open space.
Wait, really? Why have I never been able to go in then? Ah!
I'd just look in and say, because up until now there's been too much stuff and too much level of currently being constructed, and I was afraid of potential injuries. But right now, most of other than the giant ass robot I'm building, just in case.
So at this point, when you're saying this,
and that's still mostly.
Have you considered turning the robot into a transformer?
Have you considered blowing up the robot?
Have you considered dying?
Have you considered blowing up the robot, rebuilding it, blowing up again, rebuilding it, turn the robot into a transformer after the second blow up, and then blow it up again?
That is the best thing.
Have you considered moving on with the story instead of making meme jokes?
No.
Oh, no, that was all in character.
I know, that was in character for me too.
Everyone just looks at the screen.
That's great. So this point, like, Josh comes running off, like, out of friends, like, I also want to see your base. Because he heard that probably, like, on the camera. Like, as soon as she said it, he came running.
Wait, isn't our base just a prison?
Is it? See it more as one of the Fallout bunkers, right? So you have the doors. There's some common rooms. It's just underground.
But it's
not
redesigned into a prison.
No, it's not. It's not really redesigned into a prison. No, you just have you have your own rooms. You have your own bathrooms. There's like common. You're just like underground, so there's no windows and stuff, and there's only one elevator going up and down. That's like much.
It's less of a prison and more of a place where they can watch us to make sure we don't kill everyone.
In a tightly enclosed space with guards all around.
No, there's no guards. There's just Josh just there and Miss Bouchard. Like, there's no guards. Like, the thing is, if you're there's like cameras. So if you don't, that's like a guy who's watching the cameras. But if you're really going to shit, they're gonna call one of the bigger heroes. Like for you would be a magic user who's maybe like a few magic users to get the fuck to stop you doing what you're doing. That's more like the terrorizing thing, right? Where we're just gonna call Superman to fucking take you out. Basically.
Everybody knows Superman can't do magic. The last guy who said that got
it
his
works a little bit better
ass.
than the system they use in what is it called again?
Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
where
with
it's
the
just
bombs in the neck. Doesn't screws them over like a lot of the times themselves. The other guy can just mimic the signal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whip literally would just be like, I don't like you. Just give me a second, and pop goes the head.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah. 2 quick questions. How old is Miss Penshaw, and what does she look like?
Sorry, what?
Calm down, horn dog.
Penshaw, what does she look like? And no, this is not about me going to try to flirt with her. This is about me trying to get this image in my head.
Yeah, so that's like thing. I once described her like a long time ago. So if I remember correctly, Miss Bouchard, she's I think around 34, almost that age. She is her background is French, so she has a French accent. She's wearing glasses. She looks like just a businesswoman, like a ponytail, hair in a ponytail, glasses, like a blue suit, maybe a skirt, but like a long skirt. She has a bag. Normally she walks around with what's it called for paper and pen.
Clipboard.
Thank you. I think she's brownish hair, if I remember correctly. She's yeah. So she's not very big. She's a woman, so she's maybe 5 feet 4 inches. She's very what's very like of her. She doesn't really show much emotion. She's very emotionless. That kind of way. If something happens, she does like almost not react to it. Yeah, that's basically her. There's also the thing of like she's not the person who's like always watching you, but there's also sometimes the feelings like as if she's reading your mind. So like she knows your character and what you're probably gonna do, like in that kind of sense. And there's also this sense like you don't know exactly what she can do and why she's put up to this job. You know that she's been asked to take command of this project. She didn't create this project. She's been asked to take command of this project, and like most of you guys don't know really why. It's once been said with the Rosa character who got punished, but yeah, your guys are not aware of Rosa having been punished before she died.
Yeah.
So. So yeah, are you going to the base, like to the cave? Are you letting everyone in? Yeah. I think you're probably gonna leave everyone in. Are you gonna let W.I.P in? Is the question here, or is he just gonna join on a phone or something, or are you just gonna let him up?
Yeah, he can come in. I mean, there's literally nothing internet connected for him to grab onto.
Cell phones.
Well, I mean, there's going to be the
cameras.
But like I'm saying, there's no way they can literally just pop up down there.
Yeah, you probably have like an on-off switch for all your internet stuff, some jammers and encryption, that kind of shit. Okay, sure.
Actually, no, he is completely off grid.
Everything can be hacked, and everyone.
Try hacking a book, you fool!
Damn it!
Book hacks. There probably are some book hacks, but not in the way you meant.
I mean, I can literally make a hidden like what's it called? You cut like the center out of the fucking book, and you can literally hide stuff in a book. Does that count as a book hack?
Yep.
Yep.
I guess.
Book hacks. So yeah, like if I remember correctly, you just go in the elevator. There's some secret shit you have to do, and then the elevator goes down lower into this old subway system where you made your cave. When we see your cave, like you're building this. Well, like what's the size of your robot? It's more like a mech, right? So it's like, what would it be?
Yeah,
like?
I mean, right now it's actually still on paper.
Yeah, but it would be I think a 10-foot robot, somewhere around ish.
Yeah, it's something like that. It measures about 4 meters tall.
Like one of the only things I probably think is like yours, like you probably have this big Batman screen, because you know if you have a secret cave, you're gonna put up the big screen. But you also had your little studio like in a corner, which was your room in America, who you use for your alter ego to still be in America, if I remember correctly. So you have this like small room for some student room built with like bags of chips on the floor, and like a bed not nicely like made up, like some posters and stuff, with a camera in front, and we can really see this is like what's it called, like a studio, right? So it's like a wall, but the wall is like, it's not a full-sized room, just two walls standing there.
Iffy apartment.
Yeah, pretty much. But that was, or remember, that was a hidden feature.
Oh, it's a hidden feature. It's like you press a button and like everything comes up. Sure.
Yeah.
So what do you see? You probably can you park your car here in some way? So like Your car low.
Yeah, the car's parked there. They pretty much see like cave walls, a
Maybe like your
giant
old suit.
computer, or the old Night Stalker suit, and yeah, my old Night Stalker suit.
So yeah, like I think it's the
boomerangs and half completed inventions.
So the father gets down and he's like, "Well, I thought upstairs was depressing." And he looks around. It's like, you really live like this, Shadowhawk. Well, you told him your name, right? In the car. Yeah. Did you tell him not to call you that while others were around?
No, I didn't mention that.
So yeah, you would say Mr. Johnson as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you really like to do this, Mr. Johnson?
I'd look at him and say, yeah, well, I mean, I'm not even really from this earth. As far as I know, as far as I know, there is no analog version of me. There might not even be a version of my parents on this world.
Yeah, you looked into that, but as far as you couldn't find like anything in that case. Yeah. Quick reminder: I think Entropy once gave you like a present, that like a minifigure. Is it somewhere here?
Yeah, it's displayed prominently, like right next to the computer.
Hey. Everybody loves my gifts.
So yeah, we at least get to like quickly see that. Like the sun is just maybe the sun sees your entropy and goes with you just to see what you're up to. So he runs after you.
Excellent.
So the father like Mr. Johnson, you really seemed to live for this job. I mean, never thought of quitting, doing something else. He picks up some stuff, like maybe like one of the boomerangs, and looks at it.
I'd look at him and say, not really. Unfortunately, in my old world, I had lost everyone and everything. And I still have way too much hatred in my heart for evil to put this away. I guess you could say that I'm a rich boy with a lot of issues.
Yeah, so he admits it.
Everything into this.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course you're doing something great, like helping people. Never thought of being like more selfish. I don't know, find a girl, get married, raise a family.
Well, I've got a girl, but there's kind of a weirdness because she's kind of this universe's version of the girl that got murdered back in my original world. So, yeah, there's that, and there's also the fact that she likes the superhero identity, but the street clothes identity of mine, she's kind of permanently friend zoned.
I think the only question that really matters is, are you a billionaire playboy when you're not a superhero?
Nope. I am a
fuck?
Nope, I am a millionaire cave lurker. I guess the technical term would be spelunker.
I don't even think you are a millionaire. You help this company in making like stuff. You send them IDs, and the company just pays like most of your stuff, and you get paid for the. It's not like you're a millionaire. You just work for this company, and it's company.
Well, I mean, I'm counting the net worth of everything down in that cave.
Yeah.
Like, if we liquidated all assets, I would be a millionaire.
And maybe like the guy, so the father whispers to Josh is like totally like freaking out, like okay, he's like grabbing everything and looking at, where the hell do you find these guys? I mean, whoa. and just like, have you seen this and this? Oh man, these things are great. And he's like, can I? And he like, he has a boomerang and he yells at you like, can I throw one of these, Shadowhawk?
I'd say yeah, and set up a target dummy.
Like before you set up the dummy, you already thrown it like somewhere against the wall. Maybe he fumbles around with it a bit and like, drops it first and then he throws it like. And it's a good throw. I mean, he aimed for somewhere and it's stuck in the wall.
And it explodes.
None of my boomerangs are exploding yet.
Yes.
Hey, Shadow, I've ordered you a giant neon sign that says no, definitely no base here. That flashes bright yellow and green and flashes a whole bunch of different colors. That's going to be ordered by, and it's going to be dropped by a whole bunch of drones.
This fucking guy.
So yeah, you order this and they're like, order received, gonna take 10 to 14 business days to arrive. You get like this big notified.
And he will get it for free.
Yay. You fucking people.
Do you want to see
Yeah,
surprised?
that's getting hung up in the cave. Just to let you know.
So let's go to entry. You say you're dressing up as side. Like when you're looking around the base, like I imagine you just pressing all the buttons.
Oh yeah, no.
Like the sun is like, hey, maybe we shouldn't. And you like press something and we see something like fall
No,
off.
it's just
or...
like self-destruct initiated. Oh, bro. Self-destruct aborted.
Entry, we really should stop. You're like, what's this button do? Just... And then you press him up like a sidekick with like the click of your finger. Entry, I don't think I should be wearing this. Like, wearing this suit probably gets people killed. I mean, don't sidekicks always get killed?
We're in safety of this place. It'll be fine.
And like you press another button, like self-destruction, rearm.
Whoops, that's the button. I'm trying to find the disco button.
Question here is there a disco button?
However, there is a hair metal button.
Great. That's
So
even worse.
starts pumping in the background.
So there's like this big button, maybe like in the shape of a guitar with heavy metal button on it. Like we see you pressing all the buttons like a finger over, like you're like, no.
Yeah, it's just like
no.
This one doesn't look interesting.
Okay.
Yep.
By my calculations, if you press enough buttons, you will find the button you seek.
Yes.
This is 100% guaranteed fact.
Just spouting from my phone.
Oh yeah. By the way, as he's pressing buttons, basically 9/10 of them are pulling up sketches and ideas for future inventions.
Ooh, a sketch for a pizzaless pizza. Wonder how that would work.
Like, how is Magus feeling? Because there's this like darkish cave vibe, which you probably like, but there's like all technology and stuff, which you're not really into. Like,
nah.
He's just sort of looking around bored.
I'm just floating there like a Magus do.
You're just then like maybe like you're just seeing some like rockets, like explosives somewhere. Maybe you're like, okay, great, and then you look over there and it says like safety, like something to like stop crime, and you're like, nah.
Oh yeah, can I throw up one thing that's in like basically phase 1 of planning? It is a doomsday scenario. Literally like 10,000 ways the planet could end, and notes on how to potentially stop these, and I'm talking non-super villain ones.
Non-super villain ones.
Like, like you're describing yourself. It's like you mostly keep things on paper, or are these like holograms, or just
They're popping up on the computer screen. At this
wait?
point, they haven't hit the point where I'm at holographic or holographic design yet.
Yeah. So maybe when people came in, you just quickly swiped something away, which was like weak points of like all the guys who are in your group.
Oh no, no,
Dude,
no!
mine is
I mean,
just a quick like, who the fuck knows?
No, mine are, or no, those are all committed to memory.
Oh, those committed to memory. Sure. You're not keeping a paper trail on those.
Please, you ain't got shit on me. Let's see.
Yeah, he can use human shields for you. He knows that. Like, doesn't hurt other humans. Use innocent bystanders as shields. Yeah. So yeah, this was a scene. I think we're heading off here. So the father and the son gets their own like similar room to the rooms you guys started in. So the basic jailish like cell, but they put in some nicer furniture for now. Um, in the base, he also like comes across Ivory. Um,
Ooh, Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony.
so he's like, "Well, hello, I haven't met you." And he's like, "My name is Eduard Idaho."
Who the fuck is he talking to?
He's talking to. That's the girl you met in the base, who doesn't come out of the base very much. Which her name is Ivory.
Literally. Oh, okay. I thought you meant actual ivory.
No, no,
elephant
no.
tusks.
She was a PC
No,
created
no.
by someone who left, and I haven't found a perfect moment for her to leave the base yet, because it wouldn't make too much sense to everybody leave like after each other like in the first like months, like week. So she stuck around for that purpose. So just so you know, she has, if I can remember correctly, she has more like a whitish ivory skin, like a diamond. If I remember correctly, in her forehead, and her power is she can grow very big. But she got this power from experimenting illegal on her. So she was more like kidnapped and experimented on. And they used her for evil stuff. Like in the beginning, she was like brainwashed. So she doesn't like to go out. She doesn't like the way how her body looks and the things she's done. So she's normally always in the base. If she goes out, she makes sure she's like totally like dressed up and like in cloaks and stuff. Like, it's like the first moments always with the thing. After they just got their powers, and he's like, "I hate my body." You know, that's kind of how she feels.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and fight Jib again because I assume he's having problems.
Yeah, Jib's having troubles.
I'm gonna ask, "What's happening, man? What's happening?"
He's not able to connect for some reason.
He's dead. Kermit the Frog is
So yeah,
dead.
there's like a conversation between them. Like she's really like reluctant first of all to shake his hand and stuff, to watch him in the eyes. She's really, because she's not wearing much. She's just wearing normal clothes right now, so her like lots of skin is exposed, and she doesn't like it when people see that kind of stuff. So yes, there's like this awkward moment. She's like, "Sorry, I really have to go," and she runs off. And maybe he has to. There's a little talk about you. Like maybe Josh talks in because he's having this like friendship bond with her, and he's like, yeah, and he's explaining what happened to her. It's like, yeah, we're still fighting for a cure. We don't send her on much missions like these. She wants to be private, and we respect that. You know, maybe someday she can be more used, but for now. He's like, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go after her. She probably needs someone she can talk to right now. So Josh walks off as well. And maybe the son, you see the son, he's getting a bit sad, and he's like, "Oh, that's so bad that happened to her." And his father's like, "Yes, son. it is. Maybe we can look into it and with our magic. Maybe we can,
No,
find a cure.
please don't magic in my presence.
And he's like, of course, Magus. It's your, in some way, your rules, so I will respect them. And then they walk on to the rooms. It's probably getting night by now, so they're going to sleep. So yeah, we get some. I think some quick. If it was a comic, we get some quick bits from them in living here for a while. So like the first nights of sleep, we see them at breakfast. We see the kids, on his phone or they're gaming. The father talking to Miss Bushaw because they used to be old friends. So maybe they're talking about something. Your guys are getting ready for the concert and stuff.
Yay.
So yeah, for this concert,
Yep.
go ahead. You want to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say while that was going on, I would be actually is there any way I could use my invent skill to try to soup up some drones?
It does take time to make stuff,
So what do you want to do? Just sorry, I couldn't hear you. So great. What were you trying to make?
Basically, I was trying to remake that drone controller that I'd used before.
Yeah, you still have control over drones. That's like something you can do. A whip can do. Like
Yeah.
whip can has better ways of using the drones. Like you can control one of them or give them a basic like mission. Like the whip can control like all of them. Do harder
it's
stuff.
basically setting up an emergency shutdown in case somebody beats with and hacks the drones.
Ah.
A hard shutdown.
So are you doing this for the drones in the base, or are you gonna take the drones with you to the concert? Is my question.
Take the drones with us.
Okay, so yeah, so you ask Josh to set up the drones, and if they get hacked, well, I'm thinking because there's just been like an explosion because of drones in the city, and when something happens, people normally like hate it for a moment. It's not easy at the moment to use drones. Yeah, you take them with you just in case. But
Yeah,
when we're there, we'll talk about it.
Outside.
Because maybe you have to set them up like stealthily. Because since drones, there was like a drone terrorist attack. People were like, nope, no drones for a while. We have to look into security and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, literally, my thought was that way we've got eyes on the outside while we've got ourselves on the inside. Yep. That way, if somebody tries to rush in, we'll see it coming.
Look something up here. So yeah, they got back like also the parts they had from the fallen drones. Like they got back what they could, and they're looking into it. They probably made some simulation of what the parts are left, so you can watch this. They did find something. There's like this symbol, like parts of a symbol, but you can't make out what it is at the moment. It's like the rest is missing. They maybe have like 15% of a symbol. They're not like super good drones. They look like seagulls from not from like far away. From up close you can't see they're definitely not seagulls. They're like basic drones. The explosive used, they knew how much they needed to use to make a small explosion. That was something they did good. Like that was like expert level. But how they did it is like also like basic stuff. So it's not that they were being like highly experts on doing this. And like I said, they only have 15% of the symbol, which was found in the somewhere on a part. Um, I'm, let me see. Is Jeb still online?
I think he's having power issues or something like that. Either that or he's restarting all his stuff to try and get back in the call.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit. Is he on Skype? No, he's offline, right?
He's offline right now.
Yeah. So.
Again, he's probably trying to restart stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, while he's doing that, could you give me one moment for biological?
For what?
He has to go to the restroom.
Yes. Oh, sure. Yeah, you can go.
Okay, cool. Be right back.
Anyone else need to go? We'll just go ahead.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm fine.
So yeah, everybody like you're in your rooms. Like what do you do? I think it's like like tomorrow there's nothing on the planning. The day after the concert is in the evening. I would expect Entropy to do a little bit to game with the child for like a moment or something.
Wait, you want me to? What you think I would do? What now?
Well, the son probably uses the gaming system for a moment. You'll probably game with him for a sec. I guess.
Yeah, I'd play a couple games with him.
Yeah. But for the rest, I don't know. Like, are you? Well, let's start with Entropy. What else are you doing? Are you making some new evillife.net videos? Or sending some stuff to the Twitter?
Actually, my character was just gonna. He just he starts walking to his room. He opens the door, and inside the entire place is just pitch black. And he goes in, and the door just closes behind him. That's all that we see.
Maybe we get. Oh my god! Like, what's the name of your spider again?
Like, Jeffrey.
It's like, oh, sorry, Jeffrey. I almost stepped on you because it's like totally black.
Yeah.
Didn't see
Sorry,
you.
little Jeffrey.
Didn't see you.
It's a bit dark in here.
Oh man, I have a great idea for like an after credit scene for you there. Okay. So yeah, maggots is the same thing. You're just hanging out in your room until the car you can't go outside.
Can I even go outside? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed.
No, yeah.
Like I even allowed like people just to go out of the country if they wanted, as long as you just let them. Like you're still being like checked up. There are some ways. There's probably like 3 private satellites just focused when you're somewhere.
They're keeping an eye on you, but they're letting you go a few places.
Yeah, a few places. Just a hard question. What the hell do I do? What can I do?
You can basically do like, as long as you're not getting into trouble, you can just go. Like some of the, I think Entropy even went on like a small vacation, as long as he could be back when he was needed, no problem. Just,
There we go. Hello.
Hey, Jim's back.
Like what Night Stalker, or Shadowhawk mostly do is just goes out of the city, fights some crime. Entropy went out to a restaurant. One of the guys went to America like real quick to see his family. And like
I'd go to what is now Saudi Arabia to check on my ex blood pit from where I got my immortality from.
You really are obsessed with that blood, aren't you?
Man, it was a big thing during my times, okay? It's life-giving.
Come on, old man. It's 300,000 years old. Forget about it. Get with the times.
Never.
So when we see you do like this teleportation, you just set a step towards, and you're in this. Do we get like a look for like a few seconds at Saudi Arabia, or are you just in this dark place with a blood pit? Like, or do we get like the text like Saudi Arabia?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much just that. Yeah. Somewhere in the Saudi Arabian desert. And I just try and find it again. And then I realize, wait a minute. It's probably under millions of metric fuck tons of sand. So I give up, go home, and just read more magic books. Or rather, reread them.
So yeah, just to if the viewer would be watching this, if it was a comic, we'll probably get thought bottles. If it was like, is it a TV show, you suddenly have to talk like to yourself, because else we don't know. That's like the thing. TV show. Where is it? Where's my blood pit? It's like, why are you talking
Exactly.
aloud? Like, oh yeah, you can't show us that once, of course. Yep.
Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah.
I miss the days back when people would give me blood because I was the blood god.
I was always a blood god. I still am a blood god.
You just don't have any blood.
Exactly. I'm still immortal though, so hooray. So yeah, that's what Magus does. He gives up on his blood pit, thinking fucking it's hopeless, and he'll just come back at a later date.
Yeah. So they So maybe like when you get back on the comms, like not on your comms, but more the speaker in your room goes off. It's like, and we hear the voice of, let me see his name real quick here, of Brasford. That's the guy you always hear over the intercom. It's like he has like this Russian, small robotic like accent, and he's like, Magus, what have you been doing in Saudi Arabia? What are you searching for in the desert? What were you doing
None
there?
of your goddamn business.
Well, we can see that you were flying around. Yeah, you didn't pick anything up. So okay, for now I'm seeing it through the fingers, but we're keeping our eyes on you.
Where I go is my own business. Sorry. That was very reminiscent.
He's like, are you making fun of my accent?
No, I'm making fun of mine. Yes, of course I'm making fun of you.
Okay. Stop doing that as well. Talk to you later.
Lol, make me. See ya.
So yeah, for the concert, there's like one main artist, like the headliner. You guys, let me see here. Let me roll D4 to see up who can make something up here. We have this nice picture in roll 20. So let's do from left, right, up to bottom. So like 1 would be Shadowhawk, 2 would be Whip, 3 would be Magus, 4 would be Entropy, to see who can make something up here. So that you're not all screaming stuff at me. So it's 1, so it's Shadowhawk. So Shadowhawk, which band is like in front of the main band? I don't know what it's called.
The front man?
No, it's not the front man. It's like the small band that's before the headliner.
Oh, the opening act.
The opening act.
Yeah, the opening act. Like who's the opening act here? Well, what's their thing? I mean, you can describe something to me.
I don't fucking know.
Since it's the future, I'm thinking like Shadowrun, cyberpunk, electronica.
Yeah, new wave, vaporwave kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
like these cyberpunks, like some of them have real cyber parts on them. And I would say that this is like probably like the European techno, like this old European bands, like East Europe-ish German bands. and like, yeah, so we're gonna get to this concert in a while, but you know those guys are gonna be here. It's probably like 3 girls and 1 guy. Like every one of them has some, like they're mostly, like they have one actual mechanical thing, like one has a mechanical arm, one a mechanical eye, and the rest is just makeup and dressing. Makes them more look mechanical than they are. Sure. Yeah. So yeah, and you know the headliner. It's gonna be. I wrote it down here. It's a DJ. His name is the succulent PIG.
The what?
I'm gonna write it down.
The succulent BIG?
Yep. And he wears like this this is mechanical, like over super big, like big helmet.
Oh god. He's Dead Mouse, except this version of Dead Mouse. Ah.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
Yep. Okay, maybe there's some like other small band, but we'll see when we'll get to there. So yeah, what's your guys' plan? You know, who's gonna get there? It's for the place they're performing. Let me think here. Probably would be like a normal think stadium. So like in the middle you can stand, and then on the sides there are chairs for seatings. Within the middle of people standing. So if you want to get close to the stage, you have to stand. Some people would like to sit in comfort, so there's like more like a stadium, like an arena for let's say like football ish. Um, yeah, there's a backstage, so there's like this. It's at the end, so there's no seating there. So it's like at one end it's the stage. And maybe the stage is a little bit. It's just a big stage. Think like lots of like screens, holograms, lots of effects. Like even like normally if you go to a concert, you see the screens, you see the band, and in this place they do holograms like on some spots, like of the artist and that kind of stuff. And it's probably being sent out to like other spots in the world. Like if you want to see the concert in, I don't know, in Japan, there's like this fake hologram thing over there. So yeah, that's how it's built up. So this guy, what's your plan? Is he gonna go into another? Is he gonna change into another skin again or shapeshift again?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Bring the father and son in incognito in disguise and have Entropy show up as father and son.
So yeah, there's three spots where they could be. So they can be either be in one of the seating areas, like there are VIP sitting areas if you want. They can be in a standing area, so in front of the stage, or they can be backstage. Like those are the options.
Yeah, I'm thinking since they're incognito, let them go ahead and have run of whatever. And
yeah, so the safest thing.
Or have the decoys up in the VIP area.
So yeah, the safest thing would probably be like a small VIP box, like not the biggest, and let your decoy go backstage because that's where the real VIPs go. Like maybe you use they change into something you set up in before. Like maybe you send up like a fake phone contest, and you let them win. You know, it's like something like that. So that's not. This is not the people they're searching for. They are supposed to be there. They're not going backstage. I would say like that is the safest. I would think if you say no, I wanted to go backstage.
Yeah, my thought would be don't run backstage, but arrange if they want to meet any of the bands to basically arrange a secure meeting for them.
Yeah, so that when you're talking about this, they're like, yeah, we don't really need to meet the artist because he's also going to be at the benefit later on.
Okay.
So yeah, Entropy is going to disguise as both him and his son, but where do you want them? Do you want to hit them backstage or in a bigger VIP area?
I'd stick them into one of the more what you call it, or one of the VIP areas where they'd be more easily seen.
Yeah, so a bigger VIP room. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably like the real one is sitting like higher up and not like in a perfect view, but still a good view. Probably some other people are there. Like maybe you dress some up of the guards, dress them up. To be like others, so they're not just like two people sitting in this VIP box and in another like closer box with a better view. It's are you gonna post real bodyguards like next to Entropy? Like to make it seem So yeah, let's say you guys have like four, like Entropy has four bodyguards with him, one with the mechanical arm, and the others well, that's a question. Do you want to tell the bodyguards what's happening, or do you make something up?
Keep them in the dark because
Let
they're
them die
simple,
for
they're
nothing.
bodyguards, but their loyalty can be bought.
So you're just saying like, yeah, we're gonna put you in this other VIP box with this random radio winner, just so if something happens to the guy, your guys are undercover. It's like that's what you're.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm basically telling them, look, you guys or most of you guys are going in, and so that way if something goes down, you guys can respond, try to get as many people out as possible,
Yeah.
and you four are going to be guarding the assets.
Sure. So yeah, and then leaves the rest of you. Entropy, you're gonna be in the VIP box. That's been decided. Like you're gonna be the father and the son again, watching this concert from the best view in the house.
At least I get to see an awesome show.
Exactly. Whip, like you're everywhere as always. Like there's a lot of like stage equipment for you to get in because it's all connected via Wi-Fi and stuff. Maybe there's some like robots, like stage robots, who are deactivated right now. There's sometimes they have robots for shows and stuff. That those are there. Like drones, like we talked, there are not many drones around this time because after there has been a terrorist attack with drones, like drones are like a no-go for a few days.
Yeah, I forgot to mention one other thing I'd wanted to do with the drones that we sent out. I wanted to have them prominently marked as police drones.
Sorry, what? You want to mark what?
As police drones.
Okay, so yeah, you mark them as police drones. So the thing you probably do is still you put them like on top of the stadium. So if you need them, they can fly up and they have great viewing points. But you don't. What if they're up in the air right now? People are just gonna like, oh fuck, there's gonna be a bomb attack right here. So you're gonna let them down for the moment, I guess, like on good spots to have a good view and go up in a second when needed. So those are there if you need them. With there are drones you can activate, but they're grounded for the moment. Yeah. Where's Magus? Like, you now know there is a decoy. You know who the decoy is.
Okay. In which case, fucking, I'd probably be protecting the actual guy with magics and shit.
So that's a question. Are you in a disguise as well?
I am not.
So that's gonna be a problem. Like people know you're bodyguarding this guy, like out of nowhere.
Well, wait a minute. Couldn't you use magic to make yourself invisible?
I could not, as I do not have something for that.
You've got ritualists, don't you?
I do, but that would be from like a book or something. Like I have an actual magic spell stuff, but like not one of those things. Actually, no, there is protective aura, but still.
Yeah, if you could like take, if you want to be invisible. Let me see. I would allow that. Like.
Oh, okay. In which case, yeah, sure, fuck it, I'll go invisible.
Sure. So
I'll make like a fake me.
Yeah, well, but I still gotta put it to the real guy, like a fake you, because that's what we're trying.
I'd put the fake me next to the real guy.
Yeah, that's probably what we don't want here. That's the thing. We want.
I hold on. I can alleviate this problem. I'm going to make Can I make a hologram of him that will sit next to the entropy?
Yeah, sure. That's sure possibility.
All right, then Max, yeah, I can. It's problem solved.
Are you okay with the Max?
Next to him.
Okay.
So yeah, you're invisible. Like, so let's go there. You probably see one of the bodyguards have some food set up. We see the father and son getting ready for the concert. The son, he's just like reading a book at this moment. The concert hasn't been guarded yet, but he just grabbed a book and he's like, son, put it away. The concert, watch your hands. Like, no, I'm okay, Dad. And he's just And one of the
Wash your hands, you impotent little shoosh.
he's like, what? Like one of the bodyguards like suddenly like
Oh, they don't know I'm invisible.
bump up against. Like I maybe that's the question. Like did you tell him, or that's up to you. Do you want to be that you told him, or are you just gonna be like, no, I'm invisible?
Now this is the voice of God telling you to wash your hands.
He's like,
fuck off, God. I don't know your shit.
he's like, yeah, sure. Oh, washing hands is a good idea, and he probably he grabs some hand sanitizer out of his bag, and he cleans his hand for a moment and goes back to reading his book. One of the bodyguards, like, he probably has some like chips, like grabbed from like there's like all food and drinks around here in the VIP area. He knocks against you, drops the chips, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Magus." Sorry. Don't kill me.
That's very half-assed, but okay.
And the father's like, oh, very impressive, Magus. I have seen invisibility before. I must say, you're doing an excellent job. I'm not great at invisibility and stuff.
Do not compliment my magic as if it were some parlor trick, you lame blood sympathizer. But thank you nonetheless.
And there's like this moment that he's like shocked that he's like, and it's like, okay, he's warming up to me. He's warming up to me. we're getting somewhere. Yeah, and we'll go over to like we'll zoom out and we'll go off like a little bit better, and we see this from the distance. We see this bigger room of glass, maybe like slowly like on top of people. We zoom in and we see like 4 bodyguards. We see this Magus. Like, what do you let the hologram of Magus do, kid? What does W.I.P? Is he just standing there, or
like my arms crossed, just like in?
Is he Is he like flying like slowly, or what are you letting?
Not even. He's just, well, actually, now that you mention it, yeah, just like floating.
Yeah, like W.I.P is controlling this, right? You're not controlling. I'm asking W.I.P. Like,
Jib, are you there?
I am indeed, yes.
There you go.
So what are you doing?
Saying nothing, so I mean.
Sorry. What's up?
Were you not listening?
I am, or am I?
We were
considering we're talking to you. I guess you weren't.
Sorry, trying to do 2 things at once. What's going on?
Well, what are you letting the hologram do? Is just standing like floating with a mean, angry face, or are you letting?
I mean, he's going to be completely all. He's going to be all out with this and everything. Just Magus, the supreme, and everything else. And in fact, he's going to have a little raptor next to him. And by raptor, I mean from Jurassic Park, straight from the movie, just standing next to him. Because why not? Why not?
Because that'll blow the fucking whole thing up.
He can't summon raptors or something like that? Okay, then I guess it won't.
Actually, I can make I can make raptors out of rock. As in, like, I have mystic constructs. So I can make a pretty detailed rocky raptor.
But you're not like, I would say like maybe we see where we see Magus summoning like little raptors, more like illusions. Like he's making you do parlor tricks. That's, you don't see this, but it's more like parlor tricks.
I swear to God.
Just so that it looks like you are the person and you're able to do magic. That's actually what's happening here. So like, Entropy, you're sitting next to this well, two of you are sitting next to this. Like, what's Entropy up to? Like, the concert is about to begin. Like,
let's see. The Entropy, that is the diplomat, is just looking at the hologram in a very confused way, and the Entropy that's acting as a son is currently just like tapping his shoulder, which just so happens to have a tiny spider, and I'm like petting the spider's head.
Oh, Jeffrey was the spider? I thought it was the pocket elephant you had.
No, the elephant was just named Elephant.
No,
I
the
am the
elephant.
elephant.
Oh, but he did find the elephant back. You weren't there for that session. But yeah, he did find it. He did cut his head.
Then again, I do name a lot of things Jeffrey. There's no telling.
Like that's the thing. I probably know like some guys of YouTube who also thought of a spider and also named him Jeffrey.
Again, I don't know. Jeffrey is a very good name. I think it's a very common good name.
I don't know. Do you know Do you know Drawfee, Reggie? Do you know Drawfee YouTube?
Drawfee. I feel as if I've heard them before.
No, I'm probably not. No, they also have a spider named Jeffrey. I think. I'm not sure. Okay, so the last but not least, what are you up to, Shadowhawk? Where are you positioned?
Oh, Drawfee. Okay, yeah, I know.
Joffrey?
Well,
No, Drawfee.
right at the very beginning of it, he would be going through the final check of security, making sure that, you know, all the security set up in place and all that before he would basically position himself up above, or I mean, is it an enclosed arena or is it an open air?
It's
arena?
open air, yeah.
Okay. Crap. Well, I guess he'd pretty much run his swing line between the two VIP boxes, and he'd basically be like hanging out on it.
Are you like trying to? Can everyone see you hanging there, or are you stealth?
I'm purposely making sure that everyone sees me up there.
So are you're hanging on your rope, if I'm understanding you correct, like somewhere between the, or are you standing somewhere on top of the arena?
I'm basically on the rope. I've got one of those little climbing deals. I forget the name of them.
Yeah.
The things you attach to the rope on it, where if I tire out, I could just hang for a few. Basically, trying to make everyone in the arena calm by knowing there's a superhero there.
Quote unquote.
As well as making sure that anyone who would try something would know that there is a superhero there.
Sure. Yeah, so
and like 5 supervillains and bodyguards.
Quote unquote. Again, superhero, quote unquote.
Hey,
they don't know about that.
Just got some bad PR.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you're not a superhero.
Yeah, you're just a hero. On the bright side, Bonnie Tyler would totally need you at the end of the night.
No,
but you need to
just.
You need to be strong, and you need to be fast, and you need to be fresh from the fight. But she'd totally have you.
No, it's okay. You're just some asshole we found off the street and gave him the title of superhero. It's fine. What an asshole!
Anyway,
I mean, you are a streetwise Hercules, but I doubt you could fight the rising odds.
So yeah, just before the concert begins, like this is for Shadowhawk, like people who are sitting like very high up who probably got like the cheapest tickets there were, like on the back, like totally high. They're throwing popcorn at you, trying to see if they can hit you with their popcorn.
I take their fucking popcorn.
No, not you, not you. Shadowhawk.
Okay.
Okay, I'd be screaming down at him, "Hey, I'm a hero, so I'm not going to smite you guys. But if you're going to throw popcorn at me, can you at least aim for my mouth?"
And like, sure, they're throwing more popcorn at you. Like, other people, when you yell this, like,
sorry, we have bad aim. You're not even aiming at me.
Other people also like trying because you said that. That's.
And actually, could I try to do some type of agility or Roger check to for athletics check to try to catch at least one piece?
Sure. Go ahead.
Just to amuse the crowd a little bit more, keep them at ease.
Or at least as ease as they can.
So yeah, 26. So let me see here. Oh man,
Don't
you
throw any
rolled right.
fucking popcorn at me.
So they're throwing this popcorn, and like, what do you want to do? Do you want to look more like an acrobat, or do you just want to do like real quick, like catching multiple?
I'm thinking trapezing while catching it in my mouth.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, people like they're applauding. You catch like some of the popcorn, and like maybe like it's still very loud, but you can hear someone yell like, "Why the hell are you here? Shouldn't you be stopping crime?"
I yell out, "I'm here to prevent another terrorist action."
Of course, the foreign investment is somehow more important than the national security.
This is this is almost like saying bomb at an airport, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Saying like, "I'm here to stop another terrorist." Like, wait, what? Is something bad gonna happen? Like, some people like grab their gun and start leaving. Like, so not everybody hears you. Like, you're very high up, like the small, like, but yeah, people start leaving. People start leaving the concert. Like the cheapest tickets, they're walking out.
They're
Like,
leaving.
nope, we're gone.
So I'm just gonna say in your little earpiece that you're an absolute moron.
I agree.
And I'd say back into the earpiece, those are a few less people we've got to worry about evacuating if something goes down.
Meanwhile, my character doesn't even have an earpiece because I'm apparently a decoy.
I say into my earpiece, yeah, and those are few less people getting their money's worth. Good job.
Yeah, they can still like connect to you if you want, like through the phone of the child used by W.I.P, like text messaging or something.
I just get text. I just keep getting text to speech or whatever. Speech
I mean,
to text
there's
or
the, there's the hologram mage next to him.
Yep.
What is that mage just saying the exact same thing that the fucking real mage is saying?
They're probably like
my movements.
They're probably like some speakers here just to get like the perfect.
Why would I have it mimic your movements? I'm just gonna control it directly.
Yeah. I'll have you fucking answer for this, I swear to God. I'm going to turn your machines into dildos and just leave it as that.
Oh, that'll be fine. I'll just throw them at people and it'll be hilarious to me.
They'll break upon contact, and they'll be very small.
Even better. It'll just annoy the hell out of whoever I
so,
throw at.
While you were discussing, the concert begins. There's like this light coming up, like, and the first band is standing there. It's Das Cyber Future.
Boo! I boo at them preemptively.
I like the father. He gets up like from the chair and he's like, "Yeah," and he's like in the private box. And the son, he's like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm just finishing this page chapter," and he just stays in his book for a while. He's like, "Son, come on."
Meanwhile, the decoy child is very much interested in the whole thing, and the father is showing mild interest. Meanwhile, actually, Entropy is really interested and wants to hear the music.
Yeah, so it's like they're playing techno. They have some like weird instruments. They're using there's some great like special effects and stuff. But they're mostly like a local band who are not like international made. They're just asked to do this, and they fit the guy who's after this. Like they're not DJs, but there's a band, but they do use like mechanical stuff and shit. And you probably like heard stories of the guy. They probably some of them are like maybe one of them like fought in the war against the heroes and lost like an arm, and that's why he has a mechanical arm now. And maybe like the girls are, they all been born with like like handicapped, and they just use this to push in towards like what happened and getting the stuff out there that like not everything can be healed yet in our medical system. We still need mechanical parts, and sometimes like mechanical parts are better. Yeah, they're delivering a great show. They go on for like an hour before the other guy goes up. Next to it, yo, these guys are lit, bro. Nice.
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sweet. So that means there's definitely some shit that's gonna go down. Woo! Perception. Where the fuck is it? Here it is. 13. I fucking suck at this.
So the question here is, like, first things first, like, what are you trying to percept here? Like, where's your focus? Is like on the stage, sky.
My focus is primarily, like, we're on. Where are we? We're in a high balcony seat, right?
Yeah, like more like a glass like box. Like
okay.
You're not like
So
the highest up. You're maybe like halfway up, but just still like a distance to the stage.
Okay, in which case my focus is primarily on the stairs behind me and the glass above me, because I do not trust either of them. So, is there anything that I notice, like maybe someone coming up the stairs sneakily or something like that?
So yeah, you look at the stairs and like maybe it's like some drunken people like walk past, maybe like someone tumbles on that stairs. So somebody goes up, is like, oh, I need to be in the box next to this one. If you look up to the glass, there's some like lights and there's some other equipment like music equipment like on top of the glass boxes, because they still like use that area. Maybe you have a quick glance at the stage. It's just a concert. There's nothing really you can perceive from your role. You get blinded by a light for a second. Like there's too much light like in the future. It's like total fucked up. Maybe you have a look at the crowd as well. You know, there's so many people. They're like dressed in like weird ways. We see some. Yeah, what would it be like the crowd here? Like rave, I would say. Like the public that are standing are like in this rave lights and stuff, like going at it. Probably some people are doing drugs, but just guessing, you know.
Nah.
But yeah, there's nobody like really going up to where you are, except for maybe like a waiter, because you can still like order drinks, and like most of the food is here. But if you want something different, you can order. Maybe like someone ordered something. Of course, there's the bodyguards with you. Who's the 4 bodyguards? They're all dressed like all of them are male typically.
Are the bodyguards trustworthy?
Yeah, so that's the thing. I think they just hired this guy. They did a quick backup check, but the question is how trustworthy they are is a question mark. That's why you only hired like 8 of them. These guys are now they're like they're not dressed in their bodyguard shit. They don't have a body armor or anything on them. They have like some concealed weapons, but they're mostly like in normal clothes.
Mostly noble. Okay.
Maybe like one of them is like overly dressed up, like he fits in with the guys who are like totally like rocking out in front of the stage. He really likes the music. He's really into it. Like maybe a little bit too
much
being on the work. And
really
he like, I know this song. This is my favorite one. Like,
that guy is probably the only trustworthy fucking one there.
Probably.
Hey,
Probably.
I can be trustworthy sometimes, mate. Probably not.
The fuck you can. In fact, you're the person I trust the least.
Thank
you.
So
yeah, is anybody else like while this first like band is performing? Is anyone else like what you guys want to do? Maybe for Reggie, because you're trying to be this guy like in public. Maybe we can do like a deception roll or persuasion to also be. Because you actually are the guy, so if you want, you can also roll persuasion.
Perception. Yeah.
No, perception wouldn't like work for him in this case. Let me see what you got here. Persuasion, you have something in. Do you have deception or something? Well, you have a high deception if I look at it correct. Yeah, roll for me deception and. Reggie?
Oh, me roll deception.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you said someone else rolled deception.
Nope.
I was like, oh shit.
Nope.
Sorry. One moment. Deception. Where's my deception? Hey, there's my deception. I need to roll it like that instead. Okay, I don't need to do that. Okay. Wow,
Nice.
I didn't
20.
do actually that good.
Well, you roll a 5, but you have a plus 12, which helps. If you didn't have that plus, it would have sucked. But this helps a lot.
Again, my character's whole thing is deception and like being able to trick people, right?
Yeah.
I lose shit like that. But...
Yeah, and I'm also thinking about it like your guys are setting this up in the correct way. Like people are not standing like directly next to you, so 20 is like it's a great number. I mean, don't think like, oh yeah, people like, this is fake as bull. I mean, yeah, that's a great deception. In this case, it is. Like if there were like 10 people around you who like closely knew this guy, then yeah, a 20 would not be that great. You know, nobody like that sort. Yeah. So like you said, the father was just sitting there. The son was like into it. Like did something like happen there? Like in the hour these guys are performing. Maybe that was like even though they once like, yeah, this song is for, and they just the name the company is from, and like pointing at to the box.
Wait, they pointed at our box then?
Yeah.
The son would like get up and like, yeah. While the father was just like wave or whatever.
We see you like on like the jumbo screen, like you know, waving. So that kind of helps, like, you know, he's there, and that's part. And when we see this, like when we see this as a viewer, we see like this big empty like spots, like where Shadowhawk like got people like scared. We see like so many people were just like this empty like spot in the arena. Yeah, so W.I.P, what's W.I.P doing? Are you messing with stuff like on the stage, or?
No, I would try and keep it, you know, as serious as possible. Oh my goodness, I forgot your name. The Great Magus. I would have him just basically stand straight, look as serious as possible, and just hands behind his back, just watching everything, you know, visibly just looking around, while I would be controlling everything else and just making sure that the place is not going to be an absolute bombshell, literally or figuratively.
What do you want to do? You can have a few things. You can like check the technology for like weird stuff. You can use a perception to like do a scan, like some of the people here, like if.
Well, I mean, I'd imagine I'd have full control over police drones and whatnot.
Yeah, so like I said, there's like no drones like flying over and stuff at the moment. You know, drones.
Alright, so perception would probably be hard, so I would just do technology to see if since they're using apparently electric birds to explode.
Yeah, sure, you can roll technology to see it.
I'm going to see if I can even at least, you know, sense the lightning or whatever, if they're going to try anything like that again.
30, how is it plus 37? Oh, you rolled a 19, then it makes sense.
Wow.
19 plus 5 plus 13.
Yep, that's great.
It almost crit.
Jeez.
Yep. So yeah, you do this technology roll. You suddenly you sense like most of the technology in this. You're like completely focused on everything. Like you're using everybody's like phone, like their to give you like extra memory to do like multiple stuff around here. Like you have like lots of camera, because everybody's like using their camera to like record stuff, take pictures. You're using all the data coming in. You're scanning, like people are using their social media, so you're using this for scanning and stuff. Or this guy seems to be okay. This guy used to be in jail for once, but it was just a small thing, right? He didn't use
immediately
weapons.
Stab him through the heart.
Yeah, I mean that, but I mean this would all be within seconds for each and every single person.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
like 20 people within seconds.
So yeah, like there's like a lots of like technology like beneath the stadium, because sometimes you use the stadium for sports. So like there's future sports equipment, but there's also like other like music stuff. There's like instruments, like everywhere. You scan your own drones. You have put like on space. They're not flying, but they're there if needed. Like, and even you go out, like you're scanning the cars that are outside. You get like the cameras they have in cars to check if there's anything brought there. You even use like the backup system, the recording system that was in the cars to see if there something was like you with this role you get like all this information. If you see, let me think, if you see something weird using this technology role. Nothing out of the like usual for this kinds of concerts. This is maybe interesting, because like nobody's seen the main artist without his helmet. Like his identity is like a secret from Suckling PIG. But yeah, you do get you're like he probably like put his helmet, which uses Wi-Fi, and he put it on in a room where he's getting dressed in his dressing room. But it is camera function and Wi-Fi, and normally it's like heavily encrypted. But you get through the decryption, and you get a shot of his face. Like nobody knows who this guy is, but like maybe his marriage and stuff. But it's highly kept secret. When you do get a shot from who this guy is, you can take a picture and save it if you want.
I mean, I would. Here's the question though: is the area underneath the stage? Can people access it? Like not just like, is there like a whole like underground thing below?
No, it's not like it's like under like where the people are sitting, right? That's right. Maybe there's like let's say there's like one floor like beneath it, since if they want to do like ice hockey stuff, they have to use like ice stuff to make an ice rink, or like there's like lots of stuff they can do. So that's probably like one floor, but that's probably where he is, like in the dressing room. There's some. It's only like personnel is there. It's heavily guarded. They even like use like special doors so that you don't just easily get there. That's not backstage, right? It's not like you have a backstage that you get there. That's like secret backstage.
All right. So yeah, I would just send the map. I would assume I would have map layout. I would send that to Shadowhawk, highlighting areas that, maybe someone could get in undetected without, normal means, or without normal means. I would send him the list of people that might be higher up on the list, like of terms of threat rating. Magus being on the top of the list.
Yay.
But you don't know where you don't scan Magus. You know that he's probably here, but you didn't scan him.
Yeah, I know. Okay. He's just there on the top of the list.
You're second, or?
Oh no, I'm not on the list at all.
Okay.
I'm on the bottom of the list, right underneath Entropy. Shadowhawk's on second.
This is gonna be
what about
baseball.
Magus?
So this baseball.
Magus is at the top, then Shadowhawk, and then me. You are at the bottom. The GM is like halfway in there. Just who the hell's GM?
I should be at the top if that's the case.
Yeah, Sven is actually the third person. It's like, who the fuck is Sven?
Yeah, but I would also add a little bit at the bottom of it with the person's face, and like, do it with this what you will. It'd be a neat bribe.
Yeah, so some of the names you probably see is like the band that's currently on stage, because since they have metal parts, some of them are like your own bodyguards, since they probably have some like history, and one of them also has like this bionic arm. So those guys like pop up as like the other, like the normal security here pops up as well. Like they're clean for like a long while now. It's not like they're like, oh yeah, he just got out of jail, or no, he doesn't work here. Why is he wearing guard clothes? No, that's not nothing like that. Like history.
But yeah, outside of me checking, I would just keep updating that with Shadowhawk. Hey, by the way, are you still there?
Yeah.
You've gotten all this, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got
Nate,
it, and I am going to be forwarding all of this as well to the police.
so
showing
you've
them-
everything?
Including the fact that apparently you and Magus are the two biggest threats.
No. I'm talking
So you
about.
haven't been paying attention.
So you haven't
No.
been paying attention.
Sorry, let me rephrase this. I am sending the map.
Oh, you're sending the map.
with
Well, they
the
probably
arrows
have
to the
a map.
entrances highlighted saying check these constantly, along with an extended list without either myself or Megus's identities
There's
on.
also some random guy named GM, and there's also me and me and Entropy on the list. And then there's
Yeah,
this.
I mean,
And then there's
like
the
I was saying, I'm taking our names off of the list and sending the list as well to the police. I'm also,
So
for
wait,
the hell of it, taking
if
a
your guys are
picture.
gone, then I'm on top of the list, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay, and one other question. How good of a picture did we get of the succulent PIG?
Did you send it also to him, that picture? That's my question. I don't know if he sent that picture.
Yeah, I sent that as well. I mentioned that.
So
I mentioned it with it would be an interesting bribe at the bottom of it.
Yeah, it will
Underneath
probably
it.
be like some great picture. He has the time, right? He doesn't have to take haste, so it's probably
Yeah.
like a good picture.
Well, I mean, it would be good enough for like Interpol to scan and identify his real name, right?
Yeah, that's no problem. Probably even
Yeah.
like you can.
Oh shit! Is that the
I've
time?
had them check the identity with Interpol
Yes, it is.
and tell them
We've
to
been
make
going at
sure
this
that
for almost
the
3
person
hours.
is not a
Yep.
threat.
Okay, so yeah, you're sending that over. It's gonna take. It's not gonna take super long, but it's gonna take like a few minutes, moments, half hour maybe, for you to get that back.
Yeah. And while I'm at it, can I also use my perception to use my hold on for 1 second, let me find what it was again. Analytical microscopic vision to scan the crowd.
What are you trying to scan the crowd on? Are you looking for like what does it show the vision you're using?
Basically, it's letting me see them like they were right there, along with any bacteria on them. It's at like that level of microscopic vision.
So it's
You would be able to penetrate like the weave between normal clothes.
So he can see people naked, basically, is what I'm getting from this. Good job. You're a pervert.
It's basically letting me see if anyone's carrying like a gun or something.
Okay, so it's more like X-ray, which shows like skeletons for humans, but like metal things get like you can see that like.
It wouldn't go through the skin, like I was saying. It would show the skin. It would show the bacteria on the skin. It would show the clothing they're wearing. And at the 4-point level, it would actually penetrate through the weave to be able to identify any threats because it's analytical.
So yeah, I'm thinking how this should work. Maybe it's more like a quick scan, which gives like chemical stuff information.
You have microscopic vision?
Yeah, analytical microscopic vision in my detective mode.
That doesn't mean that you can like check every fucking person and be like, okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
it kind of takes a while to do that. You realize, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that I would be quick about it. I'm saying as an extended role.
So a couple of hours.
Yeah, like throughout all of this.
I think we can safely say that we're fucking safe.
Like,
I think we can safely say that's a waste of time.
No, I'm not talking like the whole crowd in general. I'm talking like anyone approaching the potential entrances to the VIP box.
Well, you gotta say that.
Yeah, that makes more sense than scanning for yeah. So yeah, roll perception on that one just to see what you can see.
I don't want to die.
Well, so yeah, you get like the from the one side, from where the real person, you get the same like information from Magus, like some of those drunken guys, the one waiter, they don't seem to be dangerous. They don't seem to have anything. They just go aside. You see the bodyguards, your own bodyguards there, being in casual mode. If you look at Entropy's one, you see Entropy doing his role. You see the fake Magus. No one is really like it's more highly guarded, that one, and the access is like slightly harder. Yeah, you don't see any weapons on him. Maybe if you do like a quick scan on the one, like the bodyguard who's like really into it, maybe has some low level drugs on him, like just some party drugs, like for after the job.
I know I'm gonna be chilling with after the job's done for today.
I don't.
So yeah, these guys are done. They get off the stage. There's the final song, and they get off the stage. You know, they're and then it's like time for the mainliner, and he comes up from out of the floor. It's like this big DJ table. He probably has some like still some band like helping while he's DJing, because just because he can, like maybe singer, and maybe like still people like performing with him on stage, maybe some dancers, and it's like big, and he has this big giant like pig head on him, mechanical. It's like a silver head instead of like no pink, but it's like silver, but it's like giant pig nose, and it's like a huge mask he's wearing. It doesn't. It's not like, yeah, he's not saying anything. Maybe there does come some like lights and pig sound from the mask before he begins, but then he just starts DJing. There's no like welcome or stuff. He just starts playing. Um, yeah, and so if we go to the father and the son, like the son, he's done with his book. He put it closed. He's probably like read it all, and that's why he stopped. And he didn't bring another book. And he's
You people sicken me.
and his father is probably like just sitting for a moment, because he's just tired of like standing up for the first whole hour. And he's like, "Ah, son, you finally put your book out. Oh, this is one of the best DJs in the world." I mean, and this was like, "Father, he's wearing a mechanical pig as head. Like, how should I take this seriously? I mean, listen to me. This is not even music." And he's just more like complaining about this. John, just enjoy it. Like, no, not many people get to see this. You know, people like it. See all the people down there like having a fun time. And son's like,
Just enjoy the goddamn concert, you impudent little brat.
You impudent lame blood.
Lame blood sympathizer. Yeah. Because whilst he is a sympathizer, he actually is magical.
Oh yeah, quick question, GM.
yeah.
The people who had left earlier when I had said something, is there any way to track their identity?
Considering how many people, probably not.
You can ask W.I.P, because that's easily, because their cars left. There's probably like identical tags to the cars, so most like at least like the parents who drove, the drivers are easily getting. You can easily ask those to W.I.P. Like people who are besides them in the car, it's like a little bit harder. But yeah, people who drove themselves, you can. And he probably like watched them leave. It's not like if somebody took a weird corner, he probably would have seen it with a 37.
Oh no! I'm not talking like right now. I'm talking like later on. Would there have been like a way to identify by credit card or any sort of payment for those seats?
Yeah, that's also the thing. You can check like who paid for those seats, like bank receipts. But yeah, you probably like that takes a long time, and like for W.I.P that's like a few seconds of work. For you, it takes a little
I'm not
while.
doing this during it, but afterwards I'm thinking Use the picture of Succulent PIG to make him do a private show for them since I ruined the main one. And have them tell him it's courtesy of Shadowhawk.
Who the fuck is Shadowhawk?
Some
And
fucking
have him-
nobody.
And have them reveal that it was the guy who said that he was there to make sure that nothing happened.
I mean, you're not going to be able to if something happens. So make sure
No, I
nothing
know.
happens.
But like I was saying, though, the ones I scared when I was trying to assure them that they would be safe.
So you're sending a mail to the artist to ask if he wants to give a private, like another performance for those guys, or give them like free tickets for another show. That's basically what you're asking.
Yeah, something like that. Basically blackmail them into it using pictures.
You're a nerd and a terrible person.
Yep.
Hell, I'm making sure that the people who paid for their tickets get their show.
You do realize it's your fault that they left in the first place, right? And then you're punishing the artist for what you did.
Yep.
No, because I'm going to arrange to have the guy who's backing me pay him for it.
You just said you're blackmailing him.
You actually did just say that.
You legitimately just
You
did.
legitimately said
Yeah.
that.
I'm going to
Just
blackmail him into saying yes to this, but I'm not saying he's not going to be well compensated.
Nah,
You're a
well,
terrible person.
he did it.
Sure.
We're gonna go further.
Are
I'm
you
not-
sure we're the bad guys and he's not?
He's done a lot of bad guy stuff, and he just blows it off as, "Oh, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy, totally."
like
No, I'm blowing it off as I'm not trying to destroy the world. I'm just
Well,
trying
neither
to
is
guys
neither
get
is
what
Mean
they
Whip. So I mean, that's why I didn't mention you.
we see Magus again eating some cough drops out of nowhere. It's like invisible.
Jesus, my throat has been really it's weird.
So yeah, are you just Magus? Are you guys gonna stay invisible?
The
I
whole
guess
time?
so.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to do a recheck to see for during this concert if something is going to show up, or do you want to look at something
Indeed, I
else?
shall.
Sure.
25 this time.
So yeah, let me see here. 25s. So yeah, what mainly what you're seeing is like the stage. The stage is like different. The different shows, so the stage is being changed like totally from what it was for the other band. It's like maybe like more blockish styles and things are happening more. Like this is the richer guys, so they're doing much more with the stage than they did with the other guys. People
Yeah.
like walking up to your glass booth, like not really. Maybe one of the guards of your bodyguards is heading to the toilets. Like they're not in this booth, so he has to go into the hallway. He will be
Of
back
course
in
he
a
does.
second. Like one of the guys is still like woo, like he's still going out of it, like, and like maybe one of the bodyguards look up and be like, "Guy, come on, it's a job, you know."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Man, we're trying to fit in, right? So that's what I'm doing. Like, you still look like it, but I'm doing what I'm supposed to. Woo!" So it's like again, he's
least he
making
tries.
effort to
Bless his
fit
little
in.
pension check he tries.
Yeah, for the rest, like, you know, the equipment on top, like, nothing happened to your boots. Like, there are no changes there. Maybe, like, sometimes the colors change from the lights upstairs, from, you know, what's up there. Maybe there's, like, a bigger holograms, like, closer to holograms, or, like, you know, because it's the main line, so more holograms, like, bigger, better, more, nothing, like, that gets your attention. Shadowhawk's gonna kill the sun in a sec. You!
I'm a hero, guys.
Yeah, and so you're also like paying
I'll
attention.
have you know that the real villain was me all along.
Kirby the Frog. I should have known.
It makes sense now.
Yeah, so you still see the father and son, and the son, he says he doesn't like it, but he does start tapping his foot like on one of the songs, maybe, and he gets he orders like a special like a super deluxe drink, like a smoothie with like all kinds of ice cream on top of it, and he's letting loose a little bit after a while. The father he's still like normally he has to be like in suit and look very very diplomatic and stuff and has to be like tolerant, but this time he's just not, nobody knows him, right? So he's also letting it loose a little bit, like maybe like one song he's gonna stand next to the bodyguard who's really into it and they're yeah the two of them. Because the bodyguard even doesn't know that that's a diplomat, right? So maybe it's like, yo, you want some of this? And he offers him the drugs. And he's like, there's like this moment of like, no, man, no. put this away. No, there's a little boy over there.
There's a kid here.
There's a kid here. Yeah.
I got enough for him. He can have some too.
These fucking people.
So yeah, that's
you're the one that hired him.
Yeah, but Marcus, you're standing ready for if something goes this way, you're ready for it.
I'll totally fucking destroy anybody who fucks with me because I actually have enhanced strength.
You're a terrible mage if you have intense strength.
No, that's just it. Everybody expects like, oh, I'm gonna get up and close and personal with this mage, and I'll take him out easy. And then I fucking like grab their fucking wrist and break it and be like, I cast fist.
So this is probably something you all get on your intercom, but since Magus is invisible, he can't really use like screens or anything. Entropy is not really, well, maybe on the phone. Especially for W.I.P and Entropy, you get like a message back from Interpol, and it's like you get like this file which says, let me think here, what was it again?
Interpol.
And yeah, it's Interpol. Yeah, you see just a badge number with like agent, and it's from the Minutemen. Oh no, it's not the Minutemen. What they're called again? The Mirror Man. Like same, you guys have Mirrorman badges, and this guy is also the Mirrorman's like, leave him alone. This guy's secret, please to destroy the pictures you have. Highly confidential, and that's all you get back from Interpol.
One more time?
No.
Basically, you know how Mr. Shadowhawk and all of his brilliant intelligence decided to send that picture you sent him to Interpol?
Not yet. Yeah, I did send it to Interpol.
Yeah, you did. So they sent back.
Someone messaged them back saying, "Hey, fuck off! Don't mess with them."
Like, delete his photo. He's working for Mirrorman. He's in Mirrorman cases. You don't look into this person. Destroy the picture. You have secret identity. Must be kept secret. It's like a weird document. It's
I'll delete it definitely. I'm not gonna delete it.
You're gonna get deleted if you don't delete it.
I'm gonna delete it from every file I possibly could have sent it to, but I'm gonna keep it.
You're totally gonna get yourself hacked.
You're gonna get yourself killed.
So you're secretly keeping this picture. I'm asking Shadowhawk, what are you doing with the picture? Are you keeping it or are you deleting? Because you already sent it to him, like a copy.
I sent it to him, but I can just go to the message and delete it.
Yeah, you can.
The moment I've gotten it, I would have been automatically trying to delete it.
Yeah.
It's already
you also delete like the message you sent. It's the guy still has it, but it's not in your outbox and your sendbox anymore.
I can go to his outbox, sendbox, and make sure it's gone.
All right, like I don't think you really care since you want to keep the picture anyway. I don't think you would go to the trouble of deleting it from his side. You're like, nah, that's up to you, but I don't think your character will be like, oh, I don't care in this case.
I mean, I don't care, but
yeah. So for you, W.I.P, your technology role, it was so great, it still stands, and it's like your scannings are still going through. There's like you don't see anything like weird happening here. There's like much more like stuff on the stage right now. You can sense that like much more signals are being sent and stuff. There's more being done. There's all these there's so much stuff happening.
Yeah.
But you keep tracks of everything. You keep even track of like people trying to hack. Yeah, maybe that made me like a great idea. So you sense a hacker. Someone is trying to hack the stage, and with your
I think
technology
you mean
tool,
he hates a sacker.
you
I,
find
I
searching back.
I
What?
would like to personally be the firewall.
The what? The follow up?
What? Hello?
Sorry, yeah, I'm
Hello?
hearing you.
All right, because I don't know. Hello? What the hell's going on?
Max just. Can you still hear us, Jim?
I think we've been possibly going too long. He did mention earlier. Oh no. Apparently he crashed. Never mind.
Yeah, he was saying he wanted to be the firewall for it himself.
I would like to basically deny access personally and then go to the person themselves.
So yeah, you do this, and it's just you do this, and you get into this phone. And it's just one of the guys who's like rocking out in the crowd, and you maybe scan like his history, and he's just like a minor hacker. And you send his text message, and
he's a script kitty.
there's like this text message sent to a friend. Oh man, it's gonna be so funny. I think I can hack this stage. Let me try.
What do you do to him, Jib?
Do you want to do anything?
I'm going to do the most worst thing imaginable. I'm going to send his internet history to everyone he knows.
Oh man.
He's
especially his parents.
So yeah, he's like working on his phone and something like history being sent. Like wait, what? And he's trying to like, well, what's happening? And like a little machine being sent. It's like his friend next to him starts laughing, like his phone goes off. Like wait, and he looks at him and he just starts laughing, and he's like, oh fuck.
Oh no, what did I do?
So
This
yeah.
is the last time I run a script that I didn't write.
There's just a polite message saying, just try
Don't
to do
do
something.
drugs, kids.
No, not just that. Just doing something that's stupid. Again, the outcome could be possibly far worse. Heed this warning well.
Yeah.
You just got hacked, bro.
And after I know that he sees it, the phone will then turn off.
Sure. Yeah, Entropy. How are you like handling this? Like the headliner. Is there anything like different you're doing than you were doing with the concept before?
Sorry. Basically, the kid is rocking out at the moment a little bit.
Maybe we see some like.
Is...
Does he do like the what is like the kid Michael Jackson moves and stuff? Like, does he get great dance moves? Right. Okay. Nice.
Of course. Meanwhile, the father is just currently like straight up doing everything he can not to jump up and dance as well, because unfortunately, since I'm one person being two people right now, it's hard for me to fucking separate it out.
Yeah, so maybe we see the son like do an arm move and the father also just like for a moment, like, oh, and then
yeah,
goes
like
back
you
to
see
his
the like every once in a while he'll break character and be like, oh crap, no, wait, no, hold on, okay.
And one of the bodyguards like, well, are you okay, sir? Can I bring you something? You want to drink something, eat?
No, I'm fine. This music is very nice, and I need to stay presentable though, so I can't.
Of course, sir. Well, to be honest, if I'm not stepping over a line here, I think some people like it when people like you just let it go once in a while. Like just some dancing is like it's not like you're getting drunk or high or something. Think it over.
My character will think it over, and after a few minutes, he will get up and start dancing with his son.
Like a father-son like duo dance, like something.
Yeah.
It looked like practiced like a lot.
Yeah, it's somehow synchronized. Like, whoa, what?
I'm just imagining. He doesn't look like Obama guy with the way you're playing. I'm imagining just Obama dancing with like if something would be like his son.
Yeah.
Sure.
Jeez, right.
So yeah, like then lost Shadowhawk. Like you're sitting quietly up there. You did some scans. Like nothing's really like showing up at the moment. Like it's you're like it's probably an hour still until the concert ends. Or is there anything else you're doing? You see the Entropy father and son dancing for one song. You see the other guy like he's partying for a second with a guy who has the drugs, and you see him decline the drugs. And you're just thinking that Magus is in the booth because you know you don't have eyes on him. You're just it's probably there.
Yeah. So right now I'm basically just doing the same things while also taking some like non-prescription powerful pain medicines, or like basically like aspirin 800 type stuff, because obviously staying in that position for X amount of time, he's obviously cramping up like hell, and he's occasionally stretching.
Yeah. So like yeah, maybe you get like a little bored because I mean some of them are listening to the music. Are you listening to the music, or are you just like highly focused and it's just like it's like background to you? It's like
highly focused.
Yeah.
Because later on I can just pull it up up off the internet and watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
If the character actually feels the urge.
Yeah, so
what's being done.
So at the moment, just the stretching, you know, you keep them highly focused. We see you doing some stretchings, just stretches to keep focused. Yeah, and people like maybe some people took like the empty seats that were up there, like just because there's more space there, and they had as worse seats as they had. They didn't hear you sing. They just saw all these people leave, and like nobody really like takes a notion of this. It's not like, oh, everybody leaves. We also need to leave. No,
yeah, but
they're just the judge taking the spots.
Is anyone even really noticing the fact of the light that the analytical microscopic vision producing, or are they just focused on the show?
Yeah, that's like thing. There's like so many lights going around, and all kinds of stuff like in the stage. Everything you do is probably you're probably like blending in. You're probably like so much in like the dark. They're not putting like lights on you. People are just focused on the concert, like stuff around you. But you're not any like visible anymore. Visible. You're just background.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna end it here. Just because Max is gone. Maybe do some after credit scenes. What I was thinking. What I was thinking for your entry, you were in your dark room. Maybe you click on a light to see all kinds of stuff, but that's up to you.
Yeah, no, like, all right. So I go into the room. It's just dark for like a couple of seconds, and then suddenly, and there's just a single light hanging from the ceiling, and it's just a normal, bland-looking room. What the people can see or whatever. It's just a normal, bland room on one side. I then turn, and the camera turns with me, and the other side is just filled with like paintings and all kinds of weird stuff. There's a guy doing like jogging that's like, "Hey, bro," just weird, random things in the other corner, while the other like half of it's normal, the other half is just weird and not at all normal.
I'm expecting this guy to look like the Captain America from the movies, like in his human platform, like on the like on the left, like just how he looks, right, is drawn like that.
It's just like completely different from the style of the rest of the place. He's just got a different like style to him, like.
Wow, yeah, but he's just wearing the same clothes he was like wearing in the movies, with like a simple hint words.
And then actually I had one last quick one actually.
Go ahead.
Just while during the actual thing or whatever, my character sitting there before the whole like the main guy came on. Yeah. Him sitting there scratching his chin like for like a few minutes, and there's like the fucking black marking on his face for some reason.
Oh yeah, you were saying you have those black markings under your eyes. You added to the picture. For some reason, I can't show the roll 20 today because it's not working. But yeah, for next time I will show it. Like you have like some black markings that sometimes show up when you even when you change. So you they show up for a second. Maybe you like scratch them away.
Just so
that's a question. Has it always been in there? I mean, we're saying that it's always been, or is it something like recently showing up?
It's something recently showing up. It's for other times plans. I'll talk to you about it later.
Sure. Yeah, that's good to know.
It is later in detail.
Yeah, sure.
But that's all I got.
Anyone else?
What about you guys? Got any after show things, guys? Anything?
The only thing I can think of is when Shadowhawk gets his new present. Airdropped by like 80 drones because it's so big. Definitely not a base here.
Yeah, maybe we're seeing that being built, right? It's like somebody gets like the blueprint in the office, like it definitely not. Of course, and like, wait, this kinds of measurements? Do you want it that big? Apparently, and these colors? Like, yeah, sure. And they start building that for
That's
you.
what he ordered. I mean,
and maybe they look at like the sender, and we just see like a little image that's supposed to be you.
Oh yeah, like you have your face on there, or your whatever your face you like choose is on there, just like.
What do you wanted to say, Gary? Did you have one?
Yeah, I had two actually.
Go ahead.
Myself. One would have been the night before. Quick call to Alicia. Just a quick, hey, how's it going? It's Shadowhawk.
Yeah, so when you call Alyssa, she's like, I heard you were arranging interviews with, and she says the name of the guy, and you didn't ask me? Like, come on, can't you arrange an interview with me? I mean, why give the other guys a break? I'm working my ass off here.
I tell her, look, I promise you something even bigger in the making. Unfortunately, it came in order of not the individuals, but the company or the network companies and newspapers that this went through, and unfortunately I had no hand in choosing what order it came in.
So yeah, she's like, it better be big, and then she goes to the nice girlfriend mode, like, they really want to see you again soon. Like, can we know? Can we hang out?
I smile and say, as soon as the diplomat is home safely, I promise a huge date. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and ruin the surprise now. I'm going to let you reveal my secret identity to the world.
She's like, well, there's like this moment of silence, and maybe we just cut out from there. We see her face and like thinking this over.
No. It's gonna be like, I have this huge secret surprise. I'm pregnant. She just goes, what? How are you? What?
I was like, my secret identity really is this, and I was like 5 guys know the real one. Like, wow, really? No, like he was like, okay. Who is this guy?
You mean you're actually Kermit the Frog the entire time? What the hell?
That would be like special. So yeah, like you wanted to do another one, Gary? Did you say? Or?
Yeah, the other one was something that I typed up earlier. The metric ton of bull testicles being delivered to Magus's room all of them refrigerated with a note on the giant refrigeration unit saying a tasty treat for you, Shadowhawk.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down. Give me a second. Once my pen's still on the fritz. Do I have another pen somewhere here?
Or not full, I mean pig. Because Rocky Mountain oysters.
Okay. I'm gonna write it down so that when he comes back to base, there's something waiting for him. But all my pens stopped working at this point. They're like, nope. Oh, here I have one. So that's for maggots. Okay. And then we're gonna stop there, guys.
Yay!
It's going pretty well.
Thing,
oh, sorry.
Just because of the fact that this popped up on TV, I've got to share it with you guys.
Oh God, what now?
There's someone with a pet pig called Crispy Bacon. Nice.
Hey.
Yeah,
that's like better than calling your pig just
Bacon.
Like normally they just call him Bacon. Like this is like an improvement on that. I have to admit.
True.
Yeah.
So that's the real name of the guy you found. That's his real name. No, just kidding.
Oh yeah.
That's the name of the pet pig. It was on TV for some
no.
Okay, we're not going.
The succulent pig guy, PIG.
Yes.
That's his real name, Crispy Bacon.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. That's his real name. Yep. No, probably not. Maybe that's his second name. It's like the artist formerly is known as Crispy Bacon. Like this.
Oh Lord. Yeah, that was his previous handle.
Yep.
Then he changed it to succulent pig. Right.
Yep. So yeah, guys, it went pretty well. I'm Smith. We're going fast through it. We're getting some great scenes. Like, yeah, it went well. Like, great game.
Yep, everyone died. It was complete team wipe. It went great.
Yeah, I'm gonna write this in Skype as well for Max. So like 2 PowerPoints for everyone. We didn't get like I mostly give like 2 for a good session, 1 if it was meh. And 3 if we're getting like a lot of personal stuff. But now we got a good. Not if the session was bad, but if you're doing a good job. Let's say it like that. Like you're doing a good job. Like okay, you scared off some people, but you're trying to fix it. So yeah, like trying to fix your mistakes. That's a good thing. Like, and just running with stuff if you make a mistake. I like that. It's like, oh, I did this. Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, quick question. With all the hanging I'm doing, would that count as training towards just something through athletics?
Yeah, sure. If you want, yes, you can put your PowerPoints in what you need, right? So if you need more athletics, then yeah. But I also imagine we don't always need to be explained. Like you train outside of like what we see, right? So
yeah.
If you want extra strength,
that's just skipping the training.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Outside of session.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, had a good one, Bros.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yep. You too. Oh yeah, as a side note, I am about to watch Logan for the first time.
Oh, I saw it last week. I hated it. Really, I hated it. It was the worst. So we can talk about it next week, but I really hated it.
I mean, really, I heard it was supposed to be almost, or well, as close to faithful as Marvel Studios gets to comics in their movies. It was supposed to be based on Old Man Logan.
That would seem weird, because like Old Man Logan would be like the year like he doesn't age like really well, right? So like I know Old Man Logan is like I don't know how many years in the future, but like Xavier was still alive, who was also like very old in like the 80s.
They basically explained that with from my understanding, GMOs cutting off mutations in new mutants and basically slowly killing the mutations in old mutants.
Yeah, there's like no new mutants for like so many years. I think how the hell Xavier's still alive? I just don't get it. But yeah, everybody's leaving, so I'm leaving as well. Well, try to
Yeah.
enjoy Logan. Like maybe you like it. We'll talk about it next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Have a good one.
Or we can talk about sometime out of session if you've got free time.
Yeah. You can poke me. We'll see. That's the problem. We're on different
Okay.
time schedules, so you can also like send a message and we'll talk around if that's easier. But
Yeah.
bye.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.